Hello guys, welcome to another episode of the Mortal Reverie. Here we take everything super seriously as this is an incredibly dark and mysterious game. So we are happy that Sawyer is back with us, but we lost Zach on the way. So Sarah's gonna be
all of us together.
we're too powerful, apparently. Too powerful. So Sarah's gonna be like NPC'd like we did with Fever last time. So yeah, I know that Fever, you, Sawyer, weren't there, but Fever was technically there. Is there any possibility to get a Fever's flashbacks from you watching the episode?
Why did you, the tone of your voice and that watching the episode, I see you, Holder. I see you. I suppose I could give it a go. I could give it a little bit of a go. So, it's a bit fuzzy for me. You see, I was in and out, but my friends here fought a brave battle against the beast made of stars. It was a close one, but thankfully we didn't lose Layla. And that was true. I would have a fit if we did. I would have just the biggest old fit if Layla went away from here. And then we traveled forward into the city together. It seems Rosalind's on the lookout for someone in particular. I couldn't say who. Juno came into possession of a new fancy hat and maybe a new friend. Sarah got into a bit of a fight, but that's for later. Layla tried to help, but also for later. But our dear Rosalind here caused quite a stir when she came across a group of people gambling, and a certain silver fox that caught the entire party's eye, as well as our dear Myth. After a raucous game of cards and some wonderful winnings, Rosalind and Juno managed to secure our passage on the ship with this stunning fellow. So, do you think that covered it, Madam DM? Do you think I got everything in there?
It's good enough, I guess.
You're a hard one to please, but I'll get there someday.
One day. Oh, yeah, the one that literally just give me a rock and I'll cry for a week. So difficult to please. So, it is, I'm literally going to say we're going to start right after, like, straight off the bat from where we left off. Maybe it's gone 5 minutes. That's how far it's gone. As 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna explain what happens with Sarah within like the 10 minutes, and then we're gonna go to each and one of you. So as they kind of joked about, the captain kind of joked about that Sarah would be a good cabin boy. He actually gets one of his crew to ask Sarah to come over and teach him about like things on deck. You know, how to just, as he looks like one of the strongest people he has seen in a while, and there's something that, you know, would be handy on a big ship on sea, and promises Sarah a bit of ale and food, at least, you know, for a bit, you know, teaching and stuff. Wow, I'm so good with words today. Ooh. So that happens. As he gets dragged on top of the ship, as he gets introduced to the rest of the crew, the rest of you are left on the beach. So, Juno and Rosalind, you are pretty much there, like almost very close to the ship itself. As Layla, you were where Sarah was during the bar fight, and you, Fever, were strumming along, you know, giving inspirational tunes to the entire situation. And since we missed you, let's start with Fever.
No, fuck, I didn't think I'd get this far.
Story of Fever's life.
No, literally, I never think about the fact that I have to play D&D. So once the battle kind of like dies down, he's gonna put his loot back in its case, sling it around his back, hop off the table with a little jaunt in his step, very quietly, and just kind of readjust his self, which I am wearing the new Fever robe.
Ooh,
period.
It's so good, it's so spicy.
Per, to quote Art, that's where I picked that up from. And so he's gonna kind of mosey over to Layla and see, just, you know, survey not the carnage. I don't think they killed anyone, but
And
like
so many men like heaving from like bruised ribs, like someone like trying, lifting up the nose because someone's broken it. It's like there's so many like glass shards everywhere and broken furniture. Dice and cards are just scattered across the floor as well. And this is outside, so like it's just so much mess, and it'll take a while to clean up. But they are very honest merchants, so they're used to this.
He's just daintily stepping over people. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Oh dear. He's just kind of holding his robe up so he doesn't get blood on it. And gets over to Layla. Well, that was fun. Are we done with this? And he just kind of this.
Layla looks at Fever and then looks at the guy who she has by like the chokehold, and she goes, and punches him real quickly without making breaking eye contact with Fever. And then drops him.
There's just a little spray of blood on Fever's cheek.
Yeah,
Now
I'm done.
Wait, I'm gonna check something.
Oh.
There is one speck of blood that goes on your collar. On your beautiful robe.
I'm distraught. Fever's just like
Rosalind.
Wow,
Rosalind immediately sees that and is like, coconut oil, white vinegar.
Fair enough. I was gonna say
the two kinds of people in this world.
I was gonna say I would be horrified. Fever would be like, "Wow, I'm a part of the Wandering Warrior's story." Wow.
And then Judah just takes it away. And then
well, that's such his life, Clean again. He kind of dusts himself off, and I don't remember if he got a chance to send his letter the last episode I was in, because that was a month ago. Did he? Thank you.
Yeah,
you did send the letter.
We had a whole moment with the rude post office person.
Yeah.
No, I was the rude bookseller, but that's where
but you did
a stationery. I don't know.
In session 0, you did send a letter. Remember?
Oh yeah, but I'm saying has he sent the next one, because he wrote one on that. He would have written one on that stationery that he got that day.
He did write it. He hasn't sent it, so you can do that before you go.
That's what he's gonna do.
On the boat. Okay. So you find roll a perception check to see if you find a post office.
I haven't even gotten my fucking character sheet out.
While that's happening, are there any
having the character
unconscious?
sheet.
Are there any unconscious honest merchants around Layla?
So many honest merchants around you.
Are they unconscious though?
Some are unconscious, some just didn't give a fucking word. The ones who weren't like a part of the fight are just like chilling and talking to each other, pretending nothing happened because it's really normal.
Okay. So for the losers, aka the unconscious ones, can I loot their unconscious bodies? Is there anything?
Damn.
Oh, that's spicy. Make an investigation check. What was your perception?
Perception, 23.
Oh, you see the little like the little sign for like the post office, and for this one, it's actually a little ship in the bottle. So you see a little ship in a bottle with like post as you go over to there, as it costs you like a copper to send the letter. And you see like they have loads of like different ways of sending it. They have like pigeons, carrier pigeons. They have actual like bottles that like for like lucky, so for people that just want to like throw something into the sea and hope that something happens. You guess that most of those are like hopeless romantics and people that they want to say something to a loved one, but they don't know, they don't want to send it, so they just toss it into the sea in a bottle. So you get that kind of sense.
A risky text.
A risque text.
Throws
oh my god. So absolutely. So there is
he's gonna send that and then kind of trot back to Layla and see what she's doing.
So what was the investigation check?
So I got 17 plus 2, so 19.
Ooh.
19. So you find a total of I would say 10 copper, 7 silver, and 10 gold.
Okay, wait. I gotta write that down. 10 copper, 7 silver, and what?
10 gold.
We're just watching her do this, like, Okay.
Yeah, she's like huddled over this person like a rabid raccoon. Like,
You do find some like jewelry that they're wearing, but it looks a bit like beat up, and none of it looks like shiny or worth anything really. It looks like they're wearing stuff for like sentimental values. You see some rabbit's foot kind of situ, like a lot of like superstitious things on them, as they are, of course, sailors.
cool. She does not care.
Yeah.
She'll just take the money.
Oh yeah, she just takes the money. Okay, I was like, I get.
I do
Yes,
not like
exactly.
those superstitions. They're not mine.
Oh my god. So yeah, so that happens. Let's go to the zoom camera. So Juno. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I don't think so. Right now, I mean, we had the ship thing. It was just kind of standing next to Rosalind. Got rid of the weird stain. Watch Fever get a little sad about getting rid of the stain. Confused about that. Got his
Because the ship's
hat.
leaving at midnight tonight, so you still have some time during the day.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, can Rosalind do like an? Do we know what time it is? In the day?
Yeah, so it's quite still early. It's around like 2 p.m. ish.
Okay.
So you still have like the day.
Okay. Because Rosalind is. Can I say what Rosalind's doing?
Absolutely, you can, and she can also. You can also use like. Rosalind can also tell Juno, and maybe Juno can help you get a little advantage if you want to do something like that.
Yeah, Rosalind's like kind of a little bit on autopilot. There's a fruit fly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Rosalind on autopilot. I was like,
She's like a beautiful minding this.
Queen.
But no, she's like kind of standing there for a second after, because like the captain said that like, oh, like we leave at midnight, and Rosalind's like, it's like 2 p.m. right now. I don't know the city. And like, could I roll like a d4 and just like have her like choose a direction to start walking in of like, maybe I can find something this way.
I was gonna have something fun. I'm gonna do this one. Sorry. There we go.
Okay.
This is my favorite sound. Continue.
Because she's like trying to figure, because she doesn't know the city, so she's like, I bet I can find who I'm looking for this way. And like she has. Okay. So
okay, you can try.
I rolled a 3 on the d4. So
wow.
what direction am I walking in? I'm walking into the sea.
You're like, well, the last time I saw him, he was in this direction. He walked straight into the sea. No, I'm just kidding. You continue.
Poor thing.
I'm just thinking 3. I'm just thinking like a compass. If I would say that 3 is west. So you would go left.
She like
So
makes
away,
2 L's.
away from where you came from originally.
Okay. She like makes 2 L's and she like looks from like like Layla raccooning different people, and she's like, I have an errand to run.
Not suspicious at all. So cool and collected.
Do you want to say that with like maybe a more believable tone of voice? Yeah,
What's more with feeling?
I'm
say
going
what's
on
yours.
an
Feeling, my dear.
errand. I
Wait, I'm gonna check. I'm sorry, is it? I think it's just Juno and Rosalind right now on the beach, and then the 2 of you are by the tavern, right?
Yeah.
Yes, because you
we're
guys
so
haven't.
in tune to Rosalind, we just know when she's
Yeah, I'm
doing it.
just gonna, because I think you guys. This is kind of happening where you guys are. You go to the post office fever, and you are still looting bodies as this is happening. Just so, and then we'll find a moment where you guys walk on. So sorry. So I'm just like,
yeah.
wait, hold on, timeline.
So then Rosalind probably just says to Juno of like, I have an errand. But
kind of errand.
it's, I mean, a bit personal, but also I if I leave the group, I don't know what the odds are of me finding you guys again. So do you want to maybe come with? You can say no.
Sure.
You've got a big hat. I don't know if it's not gonna get dirty, I don't think.
That's up
I've
there,
never
and if
fixed
it does, I
my
can
life
magic
fixes.
it to where you misunderstand. I can make it not dirty at any point in time.
Okay.
I'm all for going on a bit of an adventure. If you don't, I won't ask any questions. I'm here for just a little bit of a walk. What are you
Okay.
looking for, or would you rather me just follow and not perceive?
You can do whatever you'd like forever. But I need to find some sort of army base. There's got to be an army base here. Otherwise, I'm gonna be very confused.
It'd be very interesting for an army base to be so close to a bunch of honest merchants. Those two seem counterintuitive.
That is a bit odd, isn't it?
Can't hurt to look.
Anyway,
Though. Can't hurt
yes.
to look, though. How about looks over at Layla and Fever and is like, I think they seem a bit busy. If you want to start looking around.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably in the area. Probably, likely. I don't know.
Let's go start. And he's like, they're just gonna start walking in like a direction towards like a crowd of people. Because his thought is we can ask someone if this is who looks like they live around here is what he's looking for, or at least someone who looks like they know a thing or two.
Okay. Make a perception or investigation check, maybe, for Lise.
Okay.
Looking for a crowd of people, and specifically someone that looks like they would know something.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
with perception.
I'm gonna do investigation
18.
because Rosalind's not thinking that.
18. Okay, cool.
Investigation. What's the number?
I just want it known that
That's a
Fever is
dirty
like
20.
crouched next to Layla, like that fucking Spider-Verse frame with Miles.
I was gonna say, that's what I was thinking as well. What did he get? Sorry, what's your investigation?
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 and an 18.
Filthy 20.
So, can you just explain specifically what you were looking for, Rosalind?
So Rosalind is just straight up looking for like, do I see army? Do I see like soldier?
Okay. Like I said earlier, the only like soldier you see are people that look like they have army uniforms, but they look like they're army but you can't really because you haven't traveled, you don't know the world that much.
Yeah.
You don't know which army uniform that could be from. Even with a 20, with your knowledge, you don't know. You do see people that look like they are soldiers and they are in an army, but it looks like they're just there to drink and have a good time. What you can tell you that some of them look like they were pirates and stuff before they went into the army, and some of them are just there to like meet their friends again or family, and just there to drink and chill and just forget that they have any responsibility at the moment. That's what you see.
Okay.
You, Juno, you definitely see because Rosamund also looking for this, you do see a cluster of 3 younger boys. They look like they're around their 20s, but they don't look too young that they've just been drafted, but they look like they would know something about military or an army base. They are they look quite different from each other. One is like ginger, like fully freckled, like freckles, like the starry night on his face. Another one has like an ashy blonde kind of mop on his head, and you see another one with like a black buzz cut, darker skin, as they're just like hanging around, just like talking. They have their like swords next to them, and one of them has like guns on his like holster as they're just chatting around. And they look like they might know something.
We'll like tap Rosalind's arm and point towards them before he starts walking on over. And he'll just say, "Excuse me, I was just hoping I could ask you a bit of a question. I'm looking for something, and you guys seem like you might know."
Yeah, of course, absolutely. What do you need?
Looking for.
You don't look local.
No, we're not. My friend over here is looking for a bit of an army base. Is there any army base? Is anyone near here? Do you know?
They kind of look at each other. Right, here in Innswood, army base.
I was
Mate,
surprised
there
myself,
hasn't
but
been
in case you
army
know,
base here in a... Look, there hasn't been an army base here for a while. There is like... Yeah, absolutely, like definitely, but like I mean, if you'd like, there is like a museum like down that road if you just I don't really remember where it is. Do you guys remember? Yeah, it's like another one. Yeah, it's like kind of if you just walk over there like 10-20 minutes, you'll find like this kind of museum about the history of this place, and I think that has something to do with it. Like I have no idea, mate. I've never been. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Why are you interested in an army base? Are you thinking about recruiting? And he kind of looks at Rosalind, like up and down. I mean, you look. I mean, are you ready to become like, you know? You kind of look like, you know, you're more like you look like a fluid kind of sort of person, and
you know, I've been described as many states of matter, but I've just a bit of a history buff. Wasn't sure if there was still an army base still standing somewhere near here. Perhaps.
Right, okay, quite the history buff.
Yeah.
Right, yes. Alright,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, thank you so much for helping us. We'll go check out the museum. You guys have a lovely day.
Oh, we will. And kind of looks at you, Juno, and then looks into your hair. Kind of like, sorry, you can't even see my face. Kind of like,
shine bright like a diamond.
wait.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, he's like, you two, and then he looks into your hair, Juno, and like, yeah. Did you guys?
Good day. And he just like turns, he like smiles, turns, and like grabs Rosalind's hand and says, "So it seems if there was an army base here, there isn't anymore, but we could check out the museum."
I'm gonna ask also Fever and Layla to please make a perception check.
Oh shit. Where's my dice?
So 18
Perception.
plus 4, 22.
That'll be 14.
Fever, you notice that the rest of your crew is not there. Layla, the coins are nice. Like, I think you're just a bit too, like, you notice, like, they're not, like, close to you, but you're like, oh, they're fine, because you're still, like, you're still happy with the, like, the loot that you got, and you still kind of, like, have that adrenaline in you. From the fight earlier.
She's got one of the kids with her.
Yeah,
Damn.
exactly.
As he's crouching next to her and, like, he, like, spotted them. Does he see them walk away, or does he just notice they're gone?
You just notice they're gone. No, actually, you got a 22. You notice they're gone, and then you see Juno's purple hair, like, in the distance.
And his
You see the hat.
You see that?
You see that?
Fever's like leaning and looks, and he's gonna lean back down into like the fucking Spider-Verse frame of just, and he's gonna tap Layla on the shoulder and go, and he's gonna point at Juno. Just, should we? These fucking idiots.
They're fine. Oh, they're fine.
Fever's gonna roll his eyes and kind of like grab her like arm and kind of like lift her to feet. Do you think you found everything you need, darling?
Well, I went to wrong accent. Excuse me. Got hit a little too hard in that trap, maybe. I don't know. She like adjusts her coin purse that is like very loud, by the way. She reties it. She's like, I think I'm good. I don't need new clothes. I don't like any of them here. So yes, let's go.
Part of me is like, maybe we should follow them because like I don't really have any other plans for what the lad is gonna do. I don't know if Layla has any
Little
plans. My little lad. Well, because you already did it.
Fever, would you like berries and cream?
Oh my god. You don't have to follow. I'm just telling you, you all know that you're gonna meet the here at midnight.
Yeah,
I feel another thing.
Layla probably is looking for like a bar of some sort.
Well, you're in one. Do you mean a different one?
I thought we were outside.
Oh, I thought we were outside too.
Yeah.
We're in a bar.
Yeah, you're outside. You're outside, like a tavern.
Oh, we're the outside seating. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand the surroundings now.
I didn't.
I'm sorry. That is my fault. I should have
No, you're
explained that
good.
a bit better.
I just thought we were just like outside in like a common area of the town.
Because
Sorry, no, you're
when the fight was happening, like Rosalind and Juno were talking to the captain outside, and then we could also see Layla
Yeah.
and
So you can
coming
still
in and
see
out.
them like outside. It was like an outside seating area
Yeah.
of like.
Gotcha.
I get you now. I put it together. I rubbed my two brain cells together for a second.
No, it's also my fault. I didn't explain it well enough. But I'm
No,
really
you're
sorry.
good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Good.
So is this like the only tavern, or are there multiple?
No, there's multiple taverns.
Fever's gonna, I think, like look at his loot and look at like his loot case. Kind of look at the tavern. It's like, well, I suppose I could actually, be a bard and do bard things for once on this trip and make
What
some
is-
money.
I have money. I will buy you around. What is bard things?
Playing the lute for money, like like bards do. It's like my job.
Ah,
Layla has no concept of capitalism.
no.
Good for her, honestly. He's like, I don't get it much either, but apparently one has to play to make money and to make money to survive and all that. So,
Money is a fun concept for me. It keeps me on toes. So pick which one you'll go and we'll go there. I'll buy you around.
and Fever just kind of laughs at the idea of someone not understand, because his whole life has been poor orphan boy, and okay. He looks at the tavern in front of him, and he's like, maybe not this one, since we've already caused quite a stir.
Yes.
What are the ones around us, the other taverns look like?
Okay.
What are the vibes?
I'll tell you right now when I stop being a blob of
Just a wee
black
ghosty.
pupils. Start becoming Casper.
Aw.
2 seconds.
She's just a wee ghosty.
While
Wee
it's
ghosty.
happening.
Yeah.
Fever,
where's the-
Phelan, shaking hands over this accent.
Let me.
So do you charge per chord lyric, or is it song?
No, it's more I play the song and the people, if they're generous enough, give me a little bit of coin. At least when I'm first starting out. After a while, people will just pay you to come and play. But when you first start out, it's I play the song and hope that people are kind enough to throw a couple coins in my loot case.
Oh, do they throw them hard?
No, it's in the case. Have you never been to a concert before?
No.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, sorry. So the first tavern that you find is called the Nasty Tower.
Oh.
The second one that you find, while you're just looking around, is called the Bountiful. I'm using my book, which is fun. The Bountiful Bala. And
I like the alliteration.
yeah, and the second one that you find is. Where are you? That's rude. Is the Immaculate. What are you? Oh, it's a
The
fool.
Immaculate, what are you?
My gender.
And the third one is called the Immaculate Unicorn.
Oh.
Ooh.
What are the vibes? What are the vibes of these bars? Are they dive bars? Or is this
So the Nasty Tower is definitely not a nice place. It feels like a place where it's
I would have never
it's very
guessed.
run down. It's very meh. But people that would go there are people that just don't want to be seen, people that just want some privacy, people that just want to be in the dark and drink and just not talk to anyone.
I'm leaning towards the Immaculate Unicorn because
That feels very fun.
Absolutely, just because of the name. Thank you, book.
let's do it. Fuck it.
Absolutely.
Immaculate
So as you
Unicorn.
guys go towards the Immaculate Unicorn, we're going to go back to the other two. So, would the two of you please make an investigation check as you're trying to find this museum?
these two doing a worthwhile adventure to find someone. Meanwhile, fucking Fever and Layla's excellent adventure over here.
You said investigation?
It's a 6.
That's a toasty 8. We burnt
You
it all
guys-
on finding people.
You guys struggle finding this place. You guys remember they said 10 to 20 minutes, but you just keep walking and there are just so many things you just haven't seen before that are just around you constantly. Juno, you get distracted by this pop-up jewelry stand that has the shiniest gold and beautiful jewels. It has ruby and sapphire rings. It is so pretty. You get so distracted you forget where you're actually going for a moment. And you, Rosalind, get really distracted by a little herd of baby goats that walk past you, and you spend a tiny minute just asking if you can pet them, and you're just having the time of your life.
It's the gold.
So,
I think either
little
before or after the distraction, Juno's like, so, I know you said you want to do something personal, but are we looking for... Did you just want to go to the base and run around the base, or were you looking for something at the base? Or
I think at this point of learning that there's a museum dedicated to the past army, I think I'd like to learn more at this museum.
Educational journey.
Maybe it's towards the bell. I don't know.
Oh, well, I thought we were going in the right direction, but then I saw the goats, and I think we made a sharp turn right after the goats, but before the jewelry. So,
okay.
should we ask someone else? I feel like it should be right here. I feel like we've been walking for about 15 minutes.
I just turn to literally the closest person, and I just tap on the shoulder, and it's excuse me, we're looking for the museum for the army base or something or other here in Innswood. Is it nearby at all?
The person that you tap on the shoulder is this giant Goliath kind of dude. He turns around and not even answering you, just points to the door behind him. And then you look up
so much.
and you see
Look at us. This is amazing. Let's go.
So much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Just edging around. Thank you. Thank you.
Scooting around him. Yes, thank you.
Thank
of course,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
as you guys walk into the place that is called the Museum of History, and then Innswood, the Museum of History. As you walk in, it is a... Let me just change the atmosphere. As you walk in, it is very nice and calm. There's not a lot of people here. It's you see paintings and pictures. You see walls of books and journals. You see little framed what's it called, pieces of shirts, not just manuscripts, but I was thinking bullets that were used. You see caged in some, old uniforms. You see old weapons that were used, and very, very old magic books that seem to almost be burnt through. That is the last thing of you seem a very famous army mage. Wizard used before saving his troop. So a lot of very nice memorabilia and things around, as people are kind of drinking, having a glass of wine as they're walking through, as you see some kids running around, just it seems like a very nice, normal museum. Would you like to roll perception or investigation, Rosalind?
I'd like to roll just perception, because she's trying to gauge familiarity in these items. That's a 19.
Okay. You walk through the museum. The thing that catches your eyes first is on like one of these like kind of like glass, like tall glass boxes, is an outfit that looks very similar to something you have seen other people on your island wear. It is a very, very Faersea Isles, like just, what is a traditional wear. You walk and you read the plaque. It seems that a lot of soldiers that were around, well, what would I say, 60 years ago, maybe war, when they were when they were just being recruited into the army and everything, as a lot of the soldiers, as you know, were recruited from the Isles, since it was quite close to it where Innswood is. You walk a bit further as you see also some weapons that aren't actually weapons. They are used for farming, and you see some of the handles on those weapons have actually been made on your island as well, as they seem like, again, that familiarity of, I know this, I've seen this is from home. Weird, and it's really weird seeing it preserved in a box behind glass with plaques on them, when you saw this not long ago, just used back at home.
Rosalind, like, looking at this, or just like sort of like softly to Juno, is just like, this isn't good. This isn't good. This isn't good. Oh God, fuck.
What? Wow. Okay, you just cursed. I don't think I've heard you curse in like at all.
Rosalind,
what's the problem?
Can you please make an investigation check?
Yeah. She chooses not to see, and it's a 6.
You choose
close my eyes.
Your brain wanders and panics too much so you can focus on one thing at the moment, and the thing that you were kind of looking for, it just pushes out of your mind as you are just scared and confused.
Juno, this isn't good. This isn't good. I don't understand why this would be here. This isn't 60 years old. I've been gone for 6 months.
I hear you. I think he grabs like hands a little bit away, not on Rosalind, but kind of hovering. Can I touch you?
Yes.
He puts his hands on the sides of her face. He's like, I need you to breathe right now. No, you seem very scared, and I don't know what's going on. I really need you to breathe, because I'm a little nervous. And if I'm a little nervous, then you get more nervous, and we're all very anxious. I need you to breathe with me. Okay. What you're saying is some of this stuff is back home. It's like yours, like this is normal for you. It shouldn't be in a museum. You also seem to think that there's an army base here, but there isn't any more. Darling, have you lost some time?
I knew I did. I didn't think it was this much. I thought maybe I went on some sort of a bender. I don't know, blacked out from being anxious or something.
You know where you went?
No. I woke up. I didn't know where I was. I was in a church with blood on me.
Does this sound familiar to Gina? Not that last bit, but what she's describing.
Yeah, it does. And you know.
Oh.
If you remember what we rolled in session 0. You know.
I think I have an idea. But I think we should maybe step away. He like pulls her a little bit towards like a corner, not leaving, but just kind of in a corner. What happened before you forgot? Before you went away?
It was a Tuesday.
It was Tuesday. Okay.
It was my sister's birthday.
Did you go anywhere? Did you eat anything? Did you speak to anyone?
I talked to my family. I made a flower crown for Ivy. It's tradition. sat with Hyacinth. I fought with Oakley. Oh fuck, Oak! Oak's supposed to be here. He said he was leaving for a year, and I yelled at him because it was too long, and he was abandoning family, and I left for... I left.
Okay. I'm sorry we don't want to tell you this. I think I have a good idea of where you went. And I cannot tell you how much time you've lost. I think you went to the Faewilds, dear. You're human. That means that time for you is going to be very, very weird in there. So, I don't know what you've missed. I don't know how long it was. But I think that's why everything seems so weird. Things pass very strangely for those who are not of the Faewild.
Okay.
So you're looking for Oakley. Is that your brother?
Oak. He wanted to come to Innswood, be in the army for a year so he could come back and be able to help the family more.
Doesn't seem like you were gone. Well, it seems like you were gone a while, but long enough for him to still be around, long enough for your family to still be around. I just don't think that they're here.
Yeah.
But we're going to your home anyway. Going to get you home. And it'll make more sense.
Can you please make an investigation roll for me now? Again, if you don't mind.
I'll use a different dice. Okay. That's a 22.
Okay. As Juno is talking to you and you feel your breath center, you feel your mind become calmer as your eyes wander above Juno's shoulder as you see a picture of an army base, and you see a picture of, like, right in the center, smiling, having his arm around someone else. You see the face of your brother. You look closer. You look closer. Your eyes filled with tears streaming down your face. You look closer at the plaque of the time that this was taken, and it is about 60 years ago.
Mom's gonna be pissed. Crying, screaming, throwing up.
Oh, okay. Juno directs the throwing up. But
No.
Oh god, no. Like he will like, if you said breaks down like Rosalind probably knees given kind of thing. He'll go down like with her and like be sitting like right in front of her. I think he actually just kind of pulls Rosalind in to like a weird on my lap hug.
Oh, you smell good.
It's a new perfume, I know. I'm very lovely.
Right. Sage?
That's in it. How did you know?
I'm gonna tell you right now that you are alone in the museum as people have wandered off and away, as it's just the two of you in a corner, surrounded by the memories of this.
I think he's just like holding her, pushing her hair back from her face, just like, come here, get in this hug. And he doesn't say it's gonna be okay. He doesn't say anything like that. He's just holding her because he can't claim to know that. Can't claim to know anything.
As this is happening, with heavy heaves and like sighs and tears, and your coat getting a little wet, Juno. Ooh. Sorry, give me a second. My camera decided to hiccup.
It's valid.
Ooh. Let's go back to
So anyway, what are you guys doing?
How the fuck are we supposed to follow that?
How are we supposed to go into this little gay bar knowing that?
We're 40 minutes in, hold up. We're 40 minutes in.
We had to mute ourselves. We were screaming.
Throwing up.
I was over here before everything went down, changing the words to a jaunty little tune to make it world appropriate. And then all of a sudden...
Pain. Lots of pain.
Okay.
Time to drink alcohol.
You walk into the Immaculate Unicorn, and as you walk in, it is immaculate. You walk in, and there is a giant statue of a marbled unicorn in the center of this tavern? Bar? It is incredibly club? It is incredibly clean, as this, like, literally the statue of this unicorn is in marble, as all the other tables are decked in, like, gold, like, silverware, like, gold cutlery, like, beautiful, like, silk, like, tablecloths, as well as this, like, gorgeous chandelier that it has, like, these, instead of these little crystals, if you look closer, the crystals are kind of formed as unicorn horns.
I want to go. Me, Sawyer, I want to go. The fuck?
Like,
I would
behind
like
you can
to have a
see
drink at this place.
you can see around there are different, like, a large amount, like, different kind of people that are serving. The one that looks like the hostess is this pink tiefling with this pixie cut and, like, a really cute dress that seems like it's her own, so it doesn't seem like they have to wear a uniform here, except for, like, an apron where it says the Immaculate Unicorn in embroidery right at the top, in pink embroidery.
So
Now, Fever fits right in his silk robes of multicolored.
Yeah.
He is
Layla the goth in the corner.
And she comes over. Hi, my name is Sasha. Very nice to meet you. What can I get you today?
Hello, we just want a table for two, if that's possible. And I was also wondering, can I look around and roll? Is there a stage anywhere, or anywhere that's
Oh, absolutely. There's a huge fucking stage. Like,
is anyone
right
on
behind.
it right now?
No, it's no one on it.
Okay. He's like, a table for the two of us, and in a little while, if you were, I don't know if you're looking for anyone to fill that there stage you have that's so empty and lonesome, but,
Right. Well, actually, later tonight, we're going to do a whole, like, concert performance thing. But if you want to do a little, pre-concert thing, we're not going to stop you.
Oh, I love to hear it. Thank you so much. We're gonna sit and eat first, but I'd love to get up there and give you all a little performance, if that's all right.
That'd be great. I just need to talk to my manager first to see if they are willing to do so. But I can get you table for two in no time. You guys do not look like you're from around here. Where are you from?
How'd you tell? Well, we're both originally from Umbra.
Well, she kind of looks down at Layla. You kind of look like you fit in, but it's all the fur.
What's wrong with my fur?
No, it's just it's very hot here, in Innswood sometimes because of all the sun and, like, the ocean and stuff. So most people don't choose fur. So it's really nice. It's a nice bit of change.
Thank you.
She's used to the mountains. That's where she usually stays. We're taking a bit of a holiday.
Oh, that's so exciting! So, table for the young couple?
Absolutely not.
No, and both of them. No! You see both of them go.
I'm so sorry to assume you just said you were on holiday. I didn't mean like it was a pal's holiday.
We're with a group. The other two are down visiting something. They went and took a little
I
walk
like
together.
women.
Thank you, Layla.
You're welcome.
How loud does Layla say this?
Very loud. She's like very flustered. She's just...
You know the thing with like movies, like like super loud and there's like a clink, kind of sound.
Somewhere in a museum, Rosalind pauses, crying.
You sense the
Gina
disturbance.
was just like, okay.
But there's definitely like some eyes on you, Layla. Some being like, oh, that was really loud, and some being like, Okay, hello. As you guys are guided to one of the tables, as Sasha gets you to give you some minutes, like, all right, I'll go talk to my manager and I'll tell you straight away if you can do some, a little bit of a performance for us. It will be so much fun, but I can't promise you anything. I hope that's okay.
Oh, that's more than all right. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, just look through your menu and I'll go get your drinks and everything, all right?
Will do.
Okay. And then she just goes off.
He just sits in his chair and is like, and looks at Layla, looks at himself, and is like, I was trying to figure out how anyone looks at these two obviously gay individuals and said, yeah.
Layla's not paying attention. She's looking around.
What's the is it like a regular tavern menu or is it like
Yeah.
So it is like the ingredients are like a regular tavern kind of menu, but they just have fancier names. So it's called like a normal like steak and potatoes and kind of like tomatoes on the side with like sauce is like like the unicorn's delight, that kind of stuff. And you have some things that are like vegan that are called like the unicorn specials. And there's so many like things that are just like very normal food, but they've just put very fancy names on top.
They're so valid.
It's just so extra. It's so extra.
Fever orders
a mixed drink menu.
Fever orders Ye Old Shirley Temple.
The old Shirley Temple. What do you mean mixed drink menu?
Like
what do you?
You know what, like a bars, I feel like bars at this place like have themed where it's like mixed drinks and then like the normal like tap where it's like beer and like whatever.
Okay, so I meant like, so when you say mixed drinks, you mean like vodka and Coke kind of situ?
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Or like the specialty drinks with like the grenadine and the curacao.
Yeah.
And the lemonade.
Yeah, I was gonna say
really
it's
gets it going,
Yeah, okay, so the one that looks like has the most alcohol in it is called the unicorn gin. Which is like something we actually have here in the UK. It's amazing. So it's literally, so I'm gonna describe it to you. It's unicorn gin is pretty much unicorn gin, and then it has some lemonade in it, and then you can put like strawberries and stuff in it. It's really nice. As the drinks come to you, you have a normal Shirley Temple, just flounced up because fantasy. The glass as well, because Shirley Temple I think comes in like a glass that looks like this, if that makes sense. If I'm not mistaken, does it come in this kind of glass or that kind of glass?
I mean, it depends on where you're ordering from. Because
okay, so
some places it's like the cute little like drink glass. It's up to you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it's like that kind of glass, like espresso martinis come in, and it has like this like swirl on the hilts, like again like unicorns, and it's
a unicorn horn. That's
it's like kind of like a unicorn horn that goes and then it goes like out like
it's like one of those huge like fucking fishbowl size ones where it's like
but that's the one that.
Whoa.
Yeah! So as you come to the unicorn gin, it's an actual like again. This glass is so extra as the unicorn is on its hind legs as it is kind of holding this huge bowl. It is pink and it looks like almost like silver swirly things are in it with like loads of like cute little like strawberry kind of puree situ going on with like strawberries on like the side, like 2 strawberries like on each side, as it has 2 straws. Not that you need to share, but it comes in 2 straws because it's fancy.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Fever is gonna like gesture at like one of the strawberries and kind of raise his eyebrows like, can I?
Thank you. Yes, there are plenty to share.
And he's gonna take one of the strawberries and sip his little Shirley Temple and he's like, we're just kind of hanging out after everything we've done. Like, it's weird.
A big gulp.
Oh, okay.
And it's gonna wipe her mouth and she's gonna go, is this not what friends do?
No, it is. No, that's not what I'm talking. It's just, we've been like fighting and on like walking and like running and just to sit and relax. It's weird. Like that, not the fact that you're here. I'm gonna stop talking. I hope we're having a good time. He just kind of goes back to drinking.
I like sitting in silence with my friends.
Good. He just kind of cheers at her and like takes stock and looks around. Are there any other like bards or anything in here that might have also been vying?
Okay, so roll perception check to both of you.
Okie dokie.
I was mid.
I love how they're having such like a shapes and colors kind of time, you know?
A unicorn theme bar? I'm not 5. Shapes and colors, my
Colors.
likes of which I've never seen. I keep getting condensation on my fucking touchpad. Jesus Christ.
I got a 15.
Okay.
I got a, what am I rolling? Investigation?
Perception, please.
Perception. I got a 13 plus 4, 17.
Okay, so you kind of looking at the clientele, and the clientele, it's between like rich people that, like, yeah, in our world, it's like influencers that have this on Instagram, and they're all like on daddy's like money, that kind of clientele. But that's the half
Daddy?
of them.
Sorry. Daddy?
Daddy? Sorry, no, it's like no, it's
That's me at the bill.
it's like yeah, that's the diff. But it's not. They're on daddy's money, but it's, you know, those really like pin-up kind of looking girls who like perfect, like it's like obnoxiously perfect. The others look like liberal arts students.
Oh god.
So it's the blend that it's the people that made it popular, if that makes sense.
Both
It's the people that
Oh god. Both just
people that-
incredibly pretentious and insufferable.
Yeah. Different spectrum.
And I
Different
say this as a liberal arts major.
yeah, exactly.
I went to a liberal arts school. I get you.
We all artists here.
Yeah.
As like the other, but those were the ones that, like, you know, kind of made it popular, and the ones that kind of, you know, were always there, and then it became really fancy.
Gotcha.
You do see a couple of bards though, because you did roll high enough. So you do see some of those liberal art majors, if that would say. You definitely see like 2 really like pompous looking bastards, if that makes sense. You can sense.
Do I
the
recognize
energy.
either of them?
Roll a history, I guess.
Okay. It's 12. I can't read it. No, I haven't added 14. It's a 14 plus 2.
Like, they look familiar, but they're not like. They kind of look like every other bard you've kind of seen, you think? Because everyone kind of looks a bit pompous. It's like,
That's
it's just
fair.
not ringing bells. And if they did actually make, like, an impact on you, it didn't last, if that makes sense.
Reverie's hard to please. After he, like, kind of takes that glance around, he's gonna turn back to Layla and kind of realize, oh shit, this is the first time we've had a chance to, like, sit down and talk since I found out she was, like, my childhood idol. He's gonna be like, so, I have lots of questions.
Okay.
But I know you kind of like the silence, so I'm gonna try and be cool about it.
I like
make no
silence,
promise.
but I like talking to you too.
Fever just lights up, just grinning, just like, really?
Yes.
Neat. And they gotta, he's gonna kind of remember. Right. He pulls out his little notebook. He's like, so I've noticed you don't really. Lots of things seem very foreign as a concept to you. How long has it been since you've been? And he kind of gestures around, like, you know.
17. Sorry.
We already did that joke. We already did that one.
Sorry.
Layla's gonna kind of look around, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, time is kind of fuzzy. Let's see." And she's like counting. It's like, I think since the last time I was in the Faewild.
You just hang out in the That's not the right accent. You just. I don't know who that was. You just hang out in the Faewild? You just. Like it's a weekend? Like it's a fun little.
It's like going to work.
It's like going to work, she says. Jesus.
Where you get paid to play music. I get I get wrong word. Sorry, not the first language I'm speaking. I get paid to kill things for my sorry. Hard word for me in this language.
Take your time.
Deity. That's what I'm looking for, yes.
So, but you're always. Did they pay you to help people? Because all you've done is all the stories you help everyone. But
I'm good at what I do. and I try to help people as much as possible. And if those things coincide, great, love it. But let's just say that I have very strong morals, but a lot of times I am forced to do things I don't like to do.
He's just furiously scribbling this down. Sipping his Shirley Temple, taking breaks.
Yeah, can Layla please, my love, make a con
Yeah.
save?
A con save? Oh.
You getting drunk, my love?
I got a natural 20!
You're fine. The alcohol hasn't hit you yet.
Fever takes a single sip of that and just coughs. And he's just like fully like, it just burns. He's like, okay, no. Oh, God.
Sasha comes over like, so sorry, is anything alright?
Great. Thank you.
Good.
Well, anyway, I hope it's fine for me to say that my manager is really interested to see if you can film tonight. Like today. Sorry, I mean right now.
Oh, of course. Whenever you're ready, I'll go on up there.
Well, it has to be something original, though, he said. He does not want to hear something he's already heard 1,000 times. Do you have anything original?
Mia Sawyer does not, but I'm
That's
just gonna...
okay, we can pretend.
I'm just gonna pretend this folk song that I changed. I changed some town names in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick. I think I have something that could work. It's a little bit of a shanty I've been working on since I knew we were getting closer to the...
That's gonna be perfect here. People love a good shanty. Alright, so whenever you're ready, just go up on stage and have fun. And she kind of looks at Layla like, I'm so sorry to assume, but I like girls too, just so you know. And she kind of winks and just walks away.
I was like,
everyone in this fucking bar. Are they, patrons of the Immaculate Unicorn?
Oh my god.
He's gonna get up there. I have the song prepared and ready. Can I get advantage if I sing?
Yeah, I think you should get advantage though, because you're actually singing an actual song. So please roll those dice.
Of course.
I feel like RuPaul.
An 8.
It's time to lip sync for your life.
I will say Layla's also checking out Sasha's butt.
That was an 8 plus 8, 16, but also a 19 plus 8, 27.
Oh. All right, let me just turn off this La Musica and just have the...
Oh, the fucking pressure. It got real quiet just now, and it hit me that I have to actually
bar just got silent. Just everyone's just like
he took one step onto the stage.
Sasha
whipped
goes
around.
up. Yeah, Sasha goes up like, ladies and gentlemen, we got someone new here tonight. They're on their holiday. I would like to present. Sorry, what's your name, sweetheart?
Fever Pitch
to perform a song that they've, written a little shanty, and you hear woo. We do love those here. All right, so everyone, please give it up for Fever Pitch, and
Layla claps very loudly.
You see the two like bards that you noticed before kind of look, and they recognize you, and they just like,
oh, wait, the girls are fighting. What's the tea? Wait, what's the tea? Okay. Fever clocks it, and probably in his mind, he's like, oh, they just know me. I don't think it quite crosses his like social cues. You don't know him. Anyway, so he's gonna get up.
They didn't make
They didn't make the cut.
They didn't make the cut in his mind. That's all right. So
damn. He's gonna get up. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so pleased to be here, but let me not hold it up anymore. I'll get right to it. Farewell and adieu to you, Umbran ladies. Farewell and adieu to ye daughters of Umbra. For we've received orders for to sail for Old Innswood. But we hope in a short time to see you again. Orantan will roar like true Umbran sailors. Orantan will roar all along the seas until we strike sounding in the channel of Old Innswood. From shore to shore be 35 leagues. We hove our ship to with a wind from the west, boys. We hove our ship to deep soundings to make. 'Twas 45 fathoms with a white sandy bottom, and we straight up that channel of old Innswood did make. We'll rant and we'll roar like true Umbran sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar until we strike soundings in the channel of old Innswood. From shore to shore is 35 leagues. Now let every man drink off his full bumper, and let every man drink off his full glass. We'll drink and be jolly, and we'll sound melancholy. And here's to the health of each good-hearted lass. We'll rant and we'll roar like true sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From shore to shore be 35 leagues.
When you end, there is a huge roaring, like, applause. And people are just absolutely wild with thunderous applause.
Throw your coins.
Toss a coin to your bard.
Yeah.
They are absolutely enraptured by you and your music. The two men that were watching this aren't as enthusiastic as the rest of them, as they're just like looking at you, as everyone else is just coming up to you and Layla as you sit down again, and they are just on top of you, and it's so loud right now in the bar as well, as everyone's just like
Layla
people
is
like
now the
came in.
Fever's bodyguard.
Yeah.
Back up. Back up.
Fever is just like, I love getting. Well, that's not the right accent. I love getting to do that.
It's good. I like it.
And as this is happening, we're just casually gonna go back to someone just a bit different.
Oh yeah.
Rosalind's probably calmed down after a while. It did take a while, like maybe like half an hour of like slowly just like calming down and like not being quite numb, but like not quite like she's a little numb.
Mm-hmm. I think like Gino probably like got us up off the floor, maybe moved onto a bench, or if Rosalind would allow, like stepped outside, just hoping maybe some fresh air would be a good change.
Absolutely. Juno, can you please make just a perception check for me, please?
Ooh, what does that say? Ooh, her. Wait, what is my perception? What is 25.
Okay. That'll come in later. Just
Okay.
continue.
Okay. But I think he's like sat outside and maybe pulls like a random cookie out his hair. That's like partially wrapped in some paper. do you want you eat this? And he gives a cookie.
Thank you.
As they're just like sitting on the bench, she's got like an arm around her, just looking at the water. You look like you're gonna cry any moment now.
I was so worried. And I knew I was gonna brave it out of like, oh, they're gonna be mad because however I left, it wouldn't have been good. And I was gonna get through it because it was 6 months, but like it was 6 months.
What were you doing for those 6 months?
Don't
I
know.
don't even remember.
I mean, when I woke up in that church, the man there was calling me some other name and asking me if I was all right, and took me back to the apartment house place that I was living, but I didn't even have many belongings there. I don't know. I don't know. And I decided I was just gonna go home. I mean, I'd obviously had an adventure, and however it went, it wasn't worth remembering. So I don't know.
and then you met us. Was it very recently that this happened? Like,
A few weeks ago. It's been a bit of a month, I think, since that. I woke up in a desert.
yes,
I
you
don't know.
mentioned. This makes so much more sense when we were confused about how you ended up in a desert but came from somewhere so far on an island.
Yeah. I was also confused by that. Just, you know.
Seems to me like you stumbled somehow into the Faewild and popped back out, though I'm not quite sure about the timeline of how you exited or what happened there, but that would explain you losing time.
Yeah.
As Juno's like looking at Rosalind's face, is anything ringing a bell?
Yeah.
Like from when he first met her?
Yeah.
He's like, you said 60 years, right? And he kind of like pulls away just a little bit, still sitting next to her, but like arm off the shoulder. 60 years.
Yeah. It must have been.
Do a track. Do a track. I think I saw you. A while.
You saw me.
Yes. When we first met, you were so familiar, but I couldn't point where. I'd never actually talked to you or anything like that before to remember who you were. I think I did see you.
What was I doing? Cause I mean, I know, I could tell I wasn't the same. I could. Like, you can't just throw an arrow, sorry. You can't just throw, like, a knife and, like, hit a bullseye. Like, I've been hunting with my family before, but this was not, like, I couldn't just, like, catch a knife before.
Does he remember what he saw her doing?
Yeah. I can tell you.
Yeah.
So, the first time you saw Rosalind, it was a party. You saw her with flowers in her hair, dancing along with someone else that you didn't really care about. But she stood out because she is human looking, and you just thought just another human maybe wandered in. But you saw her dancing at a party, and she definitely stood out to you. You know which party it was.
Was it? Oh, I think like Juno gets like deflates a little bit and gets a little sad. And I saw her after that? Or no?
No, you didn't. It's just because she stood out. Because she wasn't an elf or fae of any kind.
I think Juno like actually like gets up and like steps away from Rosalind. Oh, yeah. And he like looks like so upset. Like he like as if like the world just collapsed as he's just looking at Rosalind.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh no. No, it's not. I did something. I didn't mean to. I don't know what. But you said you couldn't do stuff like this before. And you woke up suddenly and you could. The day that I saw you, a lot happened.
Okay. Maybe we should put a marker on this of just let's process. We've both realized some things. Let's go drink.
That 25 perception hits now as you hear Fever's voice.
Oh,
You hear them singing?
yeah.
Let's go see. I don't want to miss Fever singing.
Oh, yeah.
He just like waits for Rosalind, and then we'll start walking but pointedly like doesn't touch her and walks a couple feet away. He starts heading towards the music.
Okay. And as you head towards the music, as the beauty and happiness of Fever's voice beckons you closer to the tavern, is where we're going to take an art break.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll be back
I
in
guess.
10 minutes time, guys.
BRB.
Please do enjoy the beautiful art that you guys have sent us. Please do share more art that we can update in the next art break that we will be doing, and just either in our Discord or on social media. And we'll see you very shortly in about 10 minutes time. See you then.
Wow.
We're done.
Hey guys, and welcome back from intermission from the art break. Everyone's art in that art break is absolutely next freaking level, and we love every single one of you. So thank you so much for sharing with us and and giving us permission to share with everyone else. So, last we left off, Juno walked away as he followed, I was going to say Sawyer's voice, pretty good, Sawyer's voice, but Fever's voice, into the Immaculate Unicorn. Sawyer is being, Fever, sorry, is being bombarded.
I can't believe I'm canon. I'm canon in the Mortal Reverie.
Welcome to the Mortal Reverie.
Reverie, Sawyer, how are you feeling? So yeah, oh god, I hate this. What's going on with my white balance?
You going ghost.
I did be ghosted. So Juno and Rosalind, you walk in and see Fever bombarded by people, and Layla kind of standing there almost like a bodyguard, but one at a time, you know, as this
pink
overwhelm
my friend.
As this pink tiefling, it's this pink tiefling with like, you know, pixie cut, cute dress and like an apron with the Immaculate Unicorn embroidered on her, goes to you and like, oh well, hi guys, how you doing? Are you new in town?
Yes.
We're with them.
All right, it looks kind of like you need a bit of a pick me up, she says.
Give me alcohol.
Right, okay, I'll lead you to the table where the rest of your friends are, and then I'll put it on the same tap. Follow me. And she kind of like, oh my god.
Her name's Sasha, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure it was in my little document.
Baby's just walking here. The pirate hat. The pirate hat's drooping. It's like, what?
See them come in.
Yeah, you guys see, and Layla sees them come in. You're kind of like bombarded by people, Fever, but Layla is tall enough to like look past the crowd.
Juno, Rose, come here. We have tables.
You see them, they are so sad.
Oh.
Nice table.
Are you still crying?
No, she's like holding it back. She's like holding it back.
Can we tell you've been crying, or have you cleaned up?
No, she's like
I have not cleaned up.
puffy, like red cheeks, like
She wiped her cheeks a little bit, but that's about it. You're just
yeah, like her eyes are kind of like, you know, glossy still, and you can see Juno's energy that is usually mysterious and kind of fun. It's as deflated as his hat.
Oh, I think you guys sit down. Where do you sit?
We just sit at the table. Rosalind's like, this is a nice table, and Juno's like, have a nice watch.
Who are you next to?
Marbling.
Oh, are you guys at the table yet? Or I don't know if you guys are still standing up and doing stuff.
Yeah.
They're at the
like
table.
I'm probably next to Fever.
So
it's a 4 thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you're on the other side that isn't Layla. Okay.
I'm any other way.
So I guess okay. Anyway,
Has the alcohol hit Layla?
Wow, apparently it has. Make a con save, please, baby.
Are you all right? He's gonna like lean into like Rosalind,
What
like.
did you get? Sorry, what did you
11.
get? You're feeling tipsy.
Layla's just going.
She's slurring her words a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry. Go. Continue, Fever. Sorry.
With Fever like leaning in and asking Rosalind's okay, Rosalind's gonna lean in and like just take his drink and like, what's this?
There's no alcohol in that. Okay.
I'm the one with all the alcohol in
Did
here.
you drink all of it? Just threw back to Charlie Temple. He's like, okay. Also, did anyone toss me any coins for that performance?
So, they didn't, but Sasha comes through like, I'm sorry, excuse me, sorry. She's like,
Just push them out the way.
I am trying to, but people are not listening.
I'm imagining fantasy Fran Drescher. I know that's not what we described.
Yeah,
but
I know. That's fair. That is absolutely fair.
I imagine Alice Cullen.
Yeah, she's kind of like Alice Cullen meets like Jester if she was Southern.
I love that for her.
So she kind of goes over, she leans over like, all right, Fever Pitch. So a lot of people want to buy you drinks, and we've got at least 10 orders down. So what kind of 10 drinks do you want? She kind of looks at the rest of the table. You can share it with your friends as well.
Oh, he's gonna.
Her.
Is there anything on the? He's gonna look at the cocktail list. Is there he's gonna pick the sweetest one with the least amount of alcohol?
So
in
fruity.
It.
It's mostly juice.
It's mostly like pineapple juice and like orange or mango.
There's grenadine in there.
There's tiny bit of grenadine, a tiny bit of vodka. Like it is so, but it's mostly like sweet. Yeah.
He orders that for himself. He's like, whatever that is, and then he's just gonna look at the others and be like. And he's gonna look especially at like Rosalind. You seem like you need it. He looks at Layla. I'm gonna trust that you're an adult.
I am an adult. I've been one for a very long time. She like slams her hand on the table.
Okay. He's gonna put his hands on top of her.
Mahogany, so don't
Effie.
slam.
It's beautiful.
He's gonna put both of his hands on top of hers and go, okay. Like this kind of patting Layla's like fist.
Sorry, it's
Fever's
my
not used to
table.
being the most
like-
stable and in charge person here. And he's like, fuck.
I like your table.
He's like, 2 for her, 2 for him, 1 for her. Not this. And he kind of like points at the unicorn thing.
Right. And all of you want the sweetest thing?
No.
I want
Oh.
the one with the most alcohol that tastes not like alcohol.
Right, that'll be the what she had as she
Yes.
points to the unicorn gin.
Absolutely.
One of those, not 2.
Ooh.
I will take one that has the most alcohol and tastes like it has alcohol, please.
Right, I'll get you the red dragon. That's
Oh, I like.
all right.
red.
So one,
Thick
wait,
Frankenfunk
2.
reference.
So 2 of the unicorn drink, and then 1 of the red dragon, and then 1 of the sweetest thing, and then she kind of looks at Juno. And what do you want, sweetheart?
Just water.
Oh.
We got nice water,
Oh,
sparkling or still.
sparkling.
All right, at least it got taste.
Insane.
Man wants tap water.
Just a little tap water.
as she goes to get
put in the
served.
cup for me. Just
And then
So
before
that's
she goes,
5 drinks, by the
goes-
way. So you got 5 more drinks.
Before she goes, though, he's like, "Can I?" And he's gonna plus.
Yeah.
Can I get an app, just a sampler? Because I feel like everyone needs to eat here.
Right, at the menu you can see one of our. Which do you want, like a sharing plate or something?
Yes.
All
just-
right, I'll get you that one, and it's like chicken wings, pretty much.
Perfect. You're a doll. You're a dear, and he's gonna.
Thank you. I know. As she goes, and kind of like looks at Layla. I know I am. And so she goes.
I would commit crimes for her. I love
Layla's just staring.
I'm willing to commit the crimes right now.
Like- Unhinged eye contact.
For a long eye
Not
contact.
unhinged, but like unblinking.
Unhinged.
I was thinking of not blinking, and I don't know why unhinged came out of my face.
She's not drunk. It's just unhinged right now.
For a long eye contact.
She's
Fever is-
hyper-focusing in real time.
Fever is like still has both hands like on top of Layla's, but is now just playing with her hand because he's not thinking and just fidgeting because he was holding her hand, and he's like so unsettled by the energy of everyone else. It's like,
Layla's letting him. She's having fun.
good for her. What did you 2 do?
Where'd you go? We saw you leave. Well, we saw Juno's hat leave.
Nice hat.
Rosalind like reaches out and starts to slide Layla's drink over to her.
It hasn't arrived yet. It hasn't arrived yet. Don't worry. It hasn't arrived.
Oh.
Or
Like
it's
she
over-
really takes the empty cup and like starts looking at it, and she's like, "Went museum hopping, looking at it."
Okay.
Well, don't like
Um,
that.
He's gonna
History.
Fever's gonna very gently, like, just is going to like cup Rosalind's like face and like kiss her forehead, checking for a fever, because he is like, what the fuck is going on here?
Layla's gonna get close to Juno and just look at him.
Okay, can both of you make a vibe check? And when I say that, an insight check.
Okay.
Juno just stares right back. Just
Insight.
prolonged eye
Yeah.
contact.
Prolonged.
Does Fever have
Dirty
delicate?
20. Dirty
I
20,
got-
19 plus 1.
Oh, I got a 16.
16? Okay. So, Juno, you're kind of like concentrating on. You're just more like worried, so that's kind of clouding your like piercing wisdom insighty. But you just know that something not good happened. You don't think something like physically happened, but that it's just everything's unease. Layla, you definitely feel like something at that museum fucked them both up, if that makes sense. Like, they said museum hopping, and that's the only thing you kind of can read. And with Juno's eye contact and just the wall that he has put up, you know they found out something bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels very personal. You don't know what it is. But you can sense from the one word to this is like...
Yeah. She's gonna kind of stand back a little bit, but still talk quietly so that Juno is the only one to hear her. And she goes, I don't know what happened. But if you need help, you ask, right?
I don't think there's much help for this one. But it's appreciated.
I love this song.
I'm good at cleaning up messes.
Damn!
I don't think we can clean up this one.
You don't know, I have not tried.
Maybe not. I have.
Well, these are harder to do things alone. But, and she'll put an arm around his shoulder. Maybe not as gently as she used to because she's a little intoxicated. She's gonna go.
You take 3 hit points. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, my shoulder!
That's how rich she is.
Dislocates my arm.
He doesn't even flinch. It's just...
But look around you, Juno. You're not alone anymore. You've got us here, and then Sarah doing something that he does. But he's here in
gone
spirit.
for a while.
I don't think this is his type of place.
You sure?
Or maybe it is. I do not know. He seems like the type to have secrets.
I think he'd be into it, but just didn't want to say anything.
Very true. I like him. He makes me laugh. You make me laugh. I like you too.
It's very sweet of you. Glad
And I
can
like
make you laugh.
purple.
I am very purple.
Exactly. Your favorite.
This is my favorite.
Yes.
He gives like a little smile, and he just like looks at Layla and says, "A bit weird. Do you mind if I braid your hair?"
That's Myth reacting, not Layla.
Layla.
Layla's like,
Screaming, crying, throwing up.
Layla just, like, she was very serious and furrowed eyebrows, but she just, like, lets out the biggest smile I think you've ever seen her have, like, in your entire time knowing her. And she's gonna go, you absolutely can braid my hair. I would very much enjoy it.
He'll just like stand up and like stand behind her so he's still facing the group and just start braiding her hair in like the most like intricate like methodical braids. He puts like a bunch of tiny ones and braids them into a bigger one and just starts going ham in a way that's very familiar to him.
I love them. Fever's still got one hand cupping Rosalind's cheek from like checking for like the fever. And he's like, and he's got his other hand holding Layla's, and you just feel him. You feel his fingers. I don't know if Layla would know this, but you feel like the phantom touches of him like moving his fingers as if he's like playing chords on a lute.
Oh, she just thinks he's messing with him, like with her hands.
Yeah, but he's forming like chords on a lute as if like he was playing. And just like looking at Rosalind, he's like, "Are you all right? I know I just, you're not usually this." And he just gestures with the hand that was on her cheek. Okay.
I'm just waiting for my drink.
Okay. He reaches in and pulls out his little handkerchief, and he like is gonna wipe off her face. And he's like, I'm not good at the whole emotion thing. I don't always understand it.
That's fair.
He kind of laughs at that. So, you tell me if I'm reading it wrong, because I am prone to doing that. But you just seem upset, and I don't like it when people I like are upset. So, if there's anything, give a shout. You see like the little like soft concern smile on his face goes from like concerned to like, well, that's. He's gonna wrap his entire arm around Rosalind and kind of like tuck her under his chin and just kind of rub her shoulder. He's like, okay, all right.
As this happens, Sasha comes back with you guys' drinks and like a whole like 2 plates of like chicken wings.
Oh,
Yes.
With like dips and everything in the middle, like this fancy chicken wings. And there's like a hotness scale as well from mild to spiciest.
Oh my gosh! I think Gino sees the food and like as he's midway through braiding the hair, he just looks up and he says, "I'm so sorry. You already went and got something, came back. Do you have anything that's not meat? Food."
Yeah, absolutely. We got this entire vegan section of the menu.
I'd love that. I had a bit of an appetite, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, the entire vegan section of the menu?
just like something popular, something your favorite.
All right, we do have I know exactly what to give you. Hold on. And she goes and she brings back like this kind of like vegan, gluten-free kind of shepherd's pie. Wow. With so it's like shepherd's pie, so it's very much like jackfruit instead of beef and all that stuff, and it has like potatoes and it has a salad that has like avocado and tomatoes and it has lemon and pepper on it
hungry.
and vegan cheese and just like on the side, and it has like a little like vegan dressing as well.
Wow, he's amazed. This is so. He's just acts. He didn't know this was an option. He's used to like getting just lettuce thrown at him when he says he needs something vegetarian. So this is
vegan food is look as someone who isn't vegan, but vegan food is freaking delicious when you do it right.
I'm not vegan either, but Juno's vegetarian and he's very happy to be here right now.
Yeah.
As she brings that back and Fever sees, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Juno. I didn't think about that. I'm sorry."
It's no problem. I wasn't really hungry when you asked, but
wait, sorry. I have to say now that Juno forgot, that Fever forgot Juno's food.
Even now.
You know what?
You and us, we are even. We are. My slate is clean.
Fever's gonna look at Juno. I guess you're even, huh?
Yes, my slate is clean. He says that very seriously, like suddenly, like that.
Like legitimately serious?
Yes, he's like, yes, my slate is clean now.
All right. And he's gonna let go of Layla's hand and like reach up and like take you. Okay.
He shakes his hand like
over Layla's head. He's
like over her shoulder. And he's like,
Rosalind is still under Fever's
just
chin.
A weight, like a small weight seems to leave Juno. I think he's like, and he starts eating some of his food.
Layla's looking for her drink.
It's right in front of her.
Ah!
Yeah, she brought it.
Going to
Juno's moving with every movement of Layla's head, like, wow, such turbulence.
Fever's gonna like tap Layla's arm and like look at her and like give her like one of those looks like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Just,
Rosalind like takes a drink.
Okay.
No, not yours. Rosalind's.
Rosalind has 2 of the big unicorn gins, by the way.
That is going to rock your tiny little body.
Got one in one arm and just one in the hand.
Oh, all right. Fever's is like very much in the position of like very young uncle of like, I'm not completely sure of my decisions, but I know you shouldn't be doing that. He's like watching Rosalind do it. He's like, okay, all right.
I think Juno like leans over after having that moment with Fever, and it's just like, let her drink. When she gets drunk enough to forget that she's holding a cup, that's when you take it away. She'll fall right to sleep. She just sneezes right now, but eventually she'll stop being sentient enough to know she's even drinking, and we can just replace it with water. And
I'm an eternal flame, baby!
I will take her
halfway
cup.
through that.
Fever still holding her. Right, of course. Jesus. He's gonna start eating his chicken wings.
He's like, if you were panicking, he's like, it's okay, just there's a method, just let it happen. Slip some water
This
in there.
is a 19-year-old, by the way. Fever is 19 at the moment.
Rosalind's like 22.
Juno is old.
Fever is the youngest. Is the youngest.
I
and
guess
now
she's
the
82.
mother. Yeah, Fever is an actual 19-year-old. An actual. I'm gonna say 19, not 120 of 19. 19.
Not 119.
Yeah.
19.
19 at most, because he just graduated from like a school that like you graduate and you're 18-ish.
Yeah. He's a baby.
He's a baby. He's literally a baby.
He's
So,
just sipping his little alcoholic drink.
talking
like,
about
chugged it.
Talking about fever, as you are eating your chicken wings and drinking, the two guys, the two bards that were, looking at you, not quite, happily, kind of walk over like, well, Fever Pitch, what a nice surprise. Get like as you can see, like closer, they looked really similar, but now that you look closer, they're actually twins. And it clicks now that these two guys taught you at your school, and there was the one class where you just wasn't paying attention because it was so bad.
Was it like bad in content or bad in teaching?
Yes. And you knew that you were better than that, and you knew all the stuff, so you weren't actually listening or paying attention. And when you were told to perform, because you've forgotten, because you're told to perform after every single class, you didn't notice the seething jealousy and hate that came from the two. And now, and the two of them are now in front of you, both with like curly mustaches. One has like dyed like deep red hair, like it is not natural, and the other one has like yellow, but it looks like a bad bleach job. If
we
that
all
makes
made
sense.
the same face. Ooh. All three of us made the exact same face.
Does he remember their name?
Make an intelligence roll, please.
Please don't. Please don't remember the names. It would be so funny if you don't.
Ryan!
Just straight up intelligence?
Jeremy, is that you?
Remembering.
That's an 8.
You do not remember the names at all. Did it start with an S? Did it start with a B? Oh shit, was that an H? I can't remember.
I'm worried about it. Fever, is it?
Yeah.
Fever just kind of looks at them.
Can I look?
Oh! Fancy seeing you here. Hello. You traveling?
Well, of course we're traveling. We're the concert here tonight. And apparently you were just a warm-up band, so thank you for that.
Well,
I don't like your thought.
I'm just fresh out of school.
Well, I don't like you either, Missy, so we're even.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Fever just kind of I don't think.
Layla gets up.
Wait, finishes the break.
Layla gets up.
Go for it. Finishes the
Layla gets up.
Fever's gonna shift Rosalind down. He's gonna get in front of. It's fine. No, it's fine. This is just
how
like, people are.
It's
fine.
Oh no,
and it's
I'm not
like,
going to let
fine?
people do that.
It's fine. It's fine.
It is not fine. We'll talk about this later.
Oh, it's just fine. Apparently you don't have a funny bone in your body, eh?
Well, you don't have a talented one in yours.
You only haven't heard me sing, Missy, have you?
I don't need to.
If
Why
it's
do you have a
anything like your
drunk
hairdo,
teenager?
it might be.
Fever's gonna whirl around and go, look, I don't think it's fair of you two seasoned bards to be comparing yourself to a 19-year-old straight out of school booking jobs in the same place as you. So why don't you turn around and walk away?
Oh, someone started and they just look at her. Someone started talking loudly. Apparently at school you didn't talk at all, so what happened?
And you just see Fever's, the three of you just see Fever kind of like shrink, just minutely, just. Well, he kind of just gets up and he just looks at all of them. I'm gonna take a walk, and he walks outside. He leaves.
All right, take a walk. Thank you so much for the warm up. We needed it.
Oh.
And they just start laughing and then just snickering, just go up and start getting ready.
Before that happens.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, you first, and then let's do Juno.
Okay. I want to, because I have the full cup in here, and then I have probably about half a cup still in here.
Yep.
And
you want to throw it? Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, I want to feign a trip because oh no, Fever left, and
okay. I'm gonna make a dex save for the both of them. Left or right?
Left.
The one with the red hair, the one who's been talking the most, dodges as the one with the bad bleach job gets all of it on him.
Oh.
This is silk!
You took my drink!
Oh.
I did not! Can someone please remove this girl from the premises. She's too drunk to
Rosalind
even
starts
be here.
crying.
Oh my god!
How'd you do
Oh,
this?
he's
How
made
could
a
you,
mess.
how could you take her drink? How
I
did you
did
do
not.
this?
I did not.
person are you to take a drink?
have a good
night.
Literally is having a very rough time, and you just
It's
did
her
this.
birthday. You did this on her birthday.
Can all of you please wait? One of you have to decide with advantage, to roll a deception check.
I'm pretty.
Just
I
one
only-
of you.
I only have +1.
I got +4.
I got +3.
I'm a charisma.
Okay, so
I'll take it.
advantage on deception.
Right. So 15 and a 19. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 23. And Juno's like, I can't believe you've done this. She's had a very long and rough day. And like, here's Layla say birthday. And he's like, right. And you just added on to this. Taking her drink?
On her birthday.
We didn't do any of that. That's so.
Yes,
that's
you
not
did.
true. And Sasha kind of comes over like, excuse me, what
But
is
you-
going on, guys? I know this is the bar, the tavern. Like, we do not do stuff like this here, Missy, honey. I think you need to. She looks at Rosalind like, honey, you're very sweet, but I think you need to go to the bathroom and clean yourself up a little bit, okay? You got snot coming out of your nose. All right. Okay. And she's like, gentlemen, please. I know that there's a lot of competition when it comes to you bards. I've seen the worst of the worst, but it's not nice to just go around taking people's drinks because you feel good about yourself. All right. Please, one more strike, and I will have to kick you out. All right. Like we didn't do anything, but we are honest bards, Sasha. But it's all right.
Look at
It's all
those
right.
mustaches and tell me you're honest.
Like the blonde guy is about to like, and the redheaded just like pushes him back like, we are honest bards. It's alright, Sasha, we will bow down, but I promise you we didn't do anything. But it's alright, you believe whoever you want,
These fucking
but we're gonna
guys.
get ready for our show. And tell your master that we are ready when he is. And then they go like, I'm so sorry, guys. And she goes to Ross. Missy, just go and clean yourself up, and I get you another drink. All right? Okay.
I think
Okay.
Juno looks at Layla and is like, how about I go check on Fever if you want to help Rosalind calm down and come back?
All right.
If I don't, I'm going to murder those two.
That is
Okay,
also
guys.
valid. I see nothing.
Are you coming back to this table, like with all your
Yes.
food and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll leave it here then, and then just tell me if you need a doggy bag or something. I need to run and check this out. All right. Please do. If you need another shirt, I have one. You have a lot of. I'm girl on girl kind of thing. You got. Yeah, I have another
Women
shirt. If you
supporting
need it.
women.
Yeah. It's like, all right, just holler
I
if
love
you need
women.
me. As she goes. So does she.
So does Layla.
So who does? So Juno goes after Fever, right?
Mhm.
Let's do that first.
Okay, he'll Fever left the building.
Fever left the building.
He walked outside.
He'll go outside and look around, see if he sees him. I don't know where he
Roll
He didn't go
perception.
far.
Oh, okay. Well, if you
Like
if you
two
allow him to
steps.
find you, then you can find him.
He's trying to, calm himself down. So you see him kind of like he's like not quite in the alley next door to the tavern, but he's there like pacing kind of back and forth. And you see his hands kind of doing this kind of a shake to it. And he's like very quietly muttering to himself, pacing back and forth.
will like walk to like the front of the alley and just kind of lean against the wall and like give him a moment to continue like having this ability to get out his frustrations before he says like, you missed quite a show. Rosalind started crying, and apparently it's her birthday.
To find her a present, won't I?
That we should. They didn't seem very good. I'm interested to see their performance. I feel it will be horrid.
They're bad.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. Which I find so fun. Are you alright?
And he kind of stops, and his hands are still kind of doing the little shake. And he turns his head towards Juno, but he doesn't look at him. He's still looking straight ahead, and he's like, it's fine. It's fine. That's just the way people are to me. It's fine. And you aren't like that, so that's good.
It's true, but it doesn't make it fine.
Well, it just makes it normal, I suppose, for me. Just always been on. Oh, he's gonna follow Juno.
Keep going, keep walking, keep talking, but walk.
Oh, it's just I've always been a little different. A little, still when I'm supposed to be moving too much when I'm supposed to be still. That kind of thing.
Understand that.
And I don't make friends very easy. Or at all, really.
You say that, but it's interesting to me. And he like turns until he's like walking backwards. You made friends with us, as easy as breathing. But I'm seeing the people that you're kind of around were not the nicest crowd. Maybe odds are it wasn't you, Fever. You're a delight, and I've met many, many people. You're one of the most fun to ever be around and the kindest I've ever met. So consider me this, that it's just the ones you were around, not you did anything. And he's like walked them to like the water. He like picks up a stone. And he's like, Overton, as far as you can, with all your might.
He just kind of cocks his head a little. He goes, okay. And he does it. He kind of rears back and he throws it. Do I need to roll for that?
Like an athletics.
Oh god.
I made this into a skill check.
It's a 17. It's a 17.
Okay, it's a good throw. It's a good throw. And what kind of stone is it? Is it like a heavy? Is it like a heavy stone? It's like a skipping stone. Like,
am I skipping it or am I throwing it?
You just had to throw it, however you wanted to do it.
Beaver's never skipped rocks before, so he just throws it.
Throws it. Yeah, it's a good throw. It goes quite far, and it has a nice bloop.
Juno will like keep talking as if he's not doing anything, but he's gonna like pick up a stone and like chuck it with all his might and just like literally throw it as if he's throwing every emotion he's feeling into the rock. And he'll pass,
athletics with advantage, please.
and he'll be giving Fever another rock as he's doing that.
I love healthy coping mechanisms.
You said athletics?
With advantage.
Okay, per. It's -2 for me. I'm not an athletic guy, but it's okay because it's 15 still.
The passion is there. It's a very passionate throw.
Mm-hmm. So I'll keep talking and just be like, yeah, no, honestly, I think those people are just awful, and we're gonna go back in there and watch them perform poorly. And yet, when you performed, the crowd screamed and yelled and laughed. I could hear you from across the way.
And he smiles to himself. It's the only thing I've ever been good at. The only thing people ever liked being around me for. I was always good at creating a story, and I was always good at playing and singing. But it was always the talking and the being that was hard.
You talk fine with me. You talk fine with us.
It's different. You don't expect me to be anything that I'm not. And unfortunately, most of the world expects me to be everything I can't be.
I think Juno like pauses and he says, no, I don't think we've ever had a proper chat, you and I, as he picks up another stone. Believe me when I say, I understand you more than you could know. He throws another rock, not really trying to do anything with it, just tosses it.
No, it's alright.
The world expects a lot out of you, and sometimes you're going to fail. But as long as you keep trying, you're never quite letting it win. That makes sense? You can't give up. Even if it's awful, or even if they're mean, and even if they're bad. You can't give up. And I know you're not the type to ever give up.
Oh, really?
Yes. Now throw another rock.
He gives that kind of like just full laugh, and he picks up the rock and he's gonna try and like, he's heard of people skipping rocks before. He's gonna give it a shot. He's gonna
roll athletics with advantage.
It's throwing a rock, but a little more
And that's a 10 and that's a 7. So that's a 12.
You are very proud of the way you skipped the rock because you never skipped rocks before.
You get like a single skip. It's like, oh shit.
You were like, oh, I did it.
No, he grabs Juno's arm. He's like, oh, yeah.
Exactly. Look at that. Perfectly.
I'm happy that I found you all. I mean, if I hadn't, I'd be, wandering town to town like they are, but by myself.
But you're not alone. You've got us. You've got Bright Future ahead of you. You've got Patron for your magical songs.
He chuckles he gives a little snort at that, the mention of Sarah.
I haven't seen him for a couple hours. God knows what he's getting up to on that ship, but hopefully he's having fun.
I'll be surprised if they're not down a crew member at this point. I feel like he's gonna throw someone overboard.
He already agreed to take us, so as long as he doesn't go back on that word, it'd be fine with me.
You know what? That's fair. Fair enough.
And then he like puts an arm around like Fever's shoulders, and like leans in as he like starts turning around and start walking back. He's like, I know that they seem to have gotten to you. And me and Rosalind have had a bit of a rough day of ourselves as well. But at the end of the day, we have each other, and we'll figure it out. I think that we are very good for each other.
You know what?
Go watch those buffoons make a mess of themselves on stage. It's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, they're terrible. They do this weird harmonizing thing, but it's never quite. They try to sing everything in harmony, right? And they think because they're twins. They think because they're twins, everything's gonna fall into place. They never actually practice it.
But now you remember what their names are, by the way.
What are their names?
Archie and Artie.
Oh God!
Oh God, the parents aren't even original.
Pretentious name.
The parents.
Archie. Funny. Archie's the one with the red hair. No, there's not a reference. And then Artie is the one with the bad bleach job.
There's only so far a gimmick can get you. Like, I get it, you're twins, you do the thing where you move it.
It's a bit, but like the bit only goes so far. It only,
especially if it's bad.
I don't think it was ever good to begin with. As they're walking, like Gino's like
always
still leaning.
Tone off. They're always a semitone off, and most people can't tell, but it gives you that weird unsettling feeling. You can't always hear. And Fever is now info dumping about.
Did he say that you're leaning into Fever?
Yeah. Like he's like leaning, like they're walking. He's like,
can you just make a perception check, Fever, please?
Oh, a worm. That's a 19.
Oh, wow.
Plus,
not the paper. Every time you get that paper, it sends me paper.
It's my character sheet.
As much as I want to describe this, I feel like I need to give this to Juno.
Okay. Juno's like leaning.
What?
Leaning fully in to Fever and not even acknowledging anything. He's just listening to her go on. But I guess while Fever's talking, he feels like movement. And at first it just feels like, oh, it's just Juno, just like walking. But it almost feels like something cold is like touching like the back of Fever's neck. And Juno is like still not even here. He's not even listening. He's just like, blah, 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 blah. It feels cold, not like icy cold, but like it's a chill that's not like, ooh, I'm touching someone's hand or something like that. It's a different feeling.
Well, it's 23. Do you think...
Oh, no, it's continuing. I just wanted Fever to react.
Okay.
You feel him, like, stiff just a little bit and, like, tilt his head, kind of, because he's just like, what the... And he's, like, still kind of, like, he's still, like, and yeah, and then with, like, usual harmonies, and he's still, like, kind of talking, but he's, like, very much still, like, feeling whatever it is.
It's just going, like, into the back of his hair, almost, like, ascending.
Fever's hair?
Fever's hair.
Fever's gonna stop. He's like, okay,
what's wrong?
He's gonna reach back to where he feels it.
Yeah, it feels like scaly, smooth.
What the fuck?
And Juno's like, oh, sorry, and he like reaches back and like grabs it, and it's
oh, you fucking genius!
This large, black, almost purple and shiny iridescent snake.
I knew it was gonna be.
A worm.
And he like picks it up, and it's just like she's almost glowing in the light. This snake reflecting lights. So it normally stays in my hair, but sometimes gets a bit adventurous when I get close to people. And he like puts it on top of her head. This thing just kind of like coiling around, mixing into his curls, almost blending in because of the purples in her scales.
Fever is making the face I just made. I'm just delighted. You have a pet and you haven't told me.
She's not. Oh well, I guess she's a pet. She's a familiar, so she's not really. He's like, no, I'll give you proper introductions, and he'll like pull the snake out again and like hold her little face, tiny little snake blep, like close to Fever's. I'm gonna butcher this because it's such a hard name, but she was like, this is Duchess Cassiopeia Lilinoth Walderton Hawkira the 8th. I call her Cassie.
I love her. He gives a little bow. Oh, a duchess. I've never found myself in such company.
I think she bows her head back because she's a sentient familiar and she knows.
I love her. He's gonna like kind of like offer his hand. I've never been around snakes. I don't know how to like go about petting one.
You're all good because she's not always a snake, so she will react as if like a sentient creature.
He's gonna like give her.
Yeah.
He gives her head a little like stroke with like his finger.
She like lets it happen and like slithers around, giving little snake whips. Yeah, I've always had her in my hair. Sometimes she's not a snake. Depends on what form she wants to take. Most times, I've had her since I was little. So I like to keep her this way. But she's a familiar because specifically she'll live for a very long time. I'm an elf, so I bet that'll last.
Of course, he's enchanted. all thoughts of anything upsetting gone. He's
so like lets like Cassie just getting Fever's hand as they're walking back. Yes, we've ever seen me just put random things in my hair for her.
She curls around you, Fever.
Oh, I love her.
She's a fae, so she doesn't need to eat, but sometimes I'll just see if she'll like something, and then sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she does.
That's why you're always... Okay, I didn't know if that was just storage.
It is. You'd be surprised the amount of things I can put in my hair.
He just kind of looks at your hair like, huh.
Pulls out a dagger.
Full of secrets.
A knife.
Yeah, I'll allow it. It's a tiny little dagger.
It's a little guy.
It's like a dagger that you would
like a hairpin.
Yeah, it's like a hairpin dagger, you know?
I love that.
A little guy.
And as this is happening and you're now in much better moods, let's just pan the camera to the two in the bathroom. As you
Girls' night in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Girls' night in the bathroom. As you guys have been told to, you know, get yourself cleaned up.
I feel like immediately entering the bathroom, like Rosalind sees just 2 or 3 other girls who are also in there, and she's like, your hair is beautiful.
You know, you are beautiful. Oh my god. And then the other person like, oh my god, why are you sad? Did someone...
No, it's been a rough day.
Oh, honey! And they just come and just like, oh, do you need anything? And they just like get like handkerchiefs and just like one of them just casts prestidigitation and all of the like snot and everything just goes away.
Oh.
Like, oh, sweetheart. Is there anything we can do? Is there anything we can do for you? And then Layla, you followed, right?
Yeah, Layla's been in the corner.
It's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I didn't see you. Are you No,
it's okay. That's my Layla.
Oh my god, I'm so... Look, your girlfriend's so sweet. Do you guys want me to just give you a moment of time? Like, we can leave you to it if you'd like.
Sure.
Alright, okay, sweetheart. I like your dress though, it's really cute. No, don't cry again. And she just casts prestidigitation again and just cleans your face.
Oh, queen.
All right. And the girl like, okay, take care of your girlfriend. Apparently, she's going through something. We'll be downstairs. We're by like the green like curtains. If you need anything, okay, sweetie.
If there is any opportunity to fuck up those 2 twins on stage, take it.
Are they the ones that did this to you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Layla's
Scout.
Not the
nodding
sad
yes.
line. Stop.
We need to. That is not okay. Oh my god. I like Sasha's my best friend. I don't know if you met her. She's like the hostess here. I'll
Yes.
definitely tell her that he did this to you. Like that's absolutely unacceptable.
It
Like
is her birthday too.
oh my. Absolutely, we'll fuck them up. Don't worry. I'm just so sorry, lovely. Okay. Well, we're downstairs by one of the green curtains. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sweetheart, don't cry again. I know it's a cantrip, but I can only do it at the amount of times. I'd like to use it on myself as well during the night.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay, sweetie. I'll see you. All right. I'm gonna have to talk to Sasha as they go downstairs. Like, oh my god, what is heart? I'm so glad her girlfriend's there, like to protect her. Such a cute
Rosalind
couple.
still has.
Like you can hear like such a cute couple. I love the height difference when one's small and one's like big. I know it makes me soft. And then,
The light in the dark. Oh.
Stop. I love them.
Layla goes to the door. Is there like a lock on it? Is there like a plant?
So it's kind of like so when you walk in, there's like mirrors and like kind of like sinks and stuff like that, and then there's like bathroom like where you can lock and go to. You're like kind of like an actual bathroom.
Okay. Can she lock the door or like bar it?
Oh, you can borrow it. There's definitely like a mop you can just.
Okay, she's gonna do that very
Just the
quickly.
one tiny hook you can go in.
And she's gonna turn around and very drunkenly, because I think the drinks are hitting her. Do you want me to do
Can
a
you
con
actually
save?
con save with disadvantage, please?
I love.
I
my
make a
plus
con
0
save?
con save.
Yes, please, with disadvantage as well.
Okay.
I got it too.
Oh, wait, that's with disadvantage. I got a 20. And then I got with con, that's a 14.
Okay, so you're feeling actually quite good. You kind of this whole situation kind of sobered you up. Layla, you really, really
Not
want to
long.
be there for her. You are about to say the first like word, like you open your mouth and you just feel yourself about to throw up. And you, because it wasn't the nat 1, it was a 2, you quickly turn, find a bucket or like a bath and just throw up in that one.
Cool.
You can still try to speak.
Yeah, I'm
You all right?
like, will be a moment. Give me.
Okay.
And then she goes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
She finishes that real quickly, and then she
Yeah.
she goes to the
You're
sink.
you're still drunk, just so you know.
She
You're
goes to the
fucked.
sink, and you know the thing when drunk people like go to the sink, and
Yeah.
like looks, and she's looking at her. She realized she hasn't looked in a mirror for a couple of decades, and it's not sobering, but she's like, and then she like puts some water in her mouth first to get the taste off.
Yeah, everything out, yeah.
Yeah, and she wipes her hands, and then dries them, I guess, on towels or on herself. I don't know.
Towels.
Turns back to Rosalind and walks very close, and she goes, "They're talking to me. What happened?"
Rosalind's just been like looking in one of the mirrors this whole time, just like looking at herself of like trying to find differences.
And Layla's gonna take her face. Is she facing the other way?
Yeah, she's like facing like the mirror and you went here, so you have to like
Layla's gonna gently take her face and move it towards her, like by her chin, and be like, No, look at me. What happened?"
My brother's not here.
Okay. Do you know where he is?
No,
Do you
but
want
I'm.
to talk to him?
Yes. I'm very late. I thought I was, making good time getting home, but I guess not so much.
Time is a funny thing.
Hmm.
It's the one thing you always want more of, but then as soon as you need it, it runs out. And I know a thing or two about losing time with someone. Or at least in my case, having it taken too quickly. If your brother is alive, I will help you find him, no matter what.
if when we get to my home, I'd like some support when going back to my house. I'm not sure of what I'll find, and that's so terrifying.
You have it. She's gonna put her hands on her face now and hold it and be like, hey, look at me. You have us here. We are all here to help you. We will help you get back home. And we will help you find your brother. And can I do an insight check to see if there's like something that she's not telling me? Or am I too drunk to figure it out?
You're too drunk.
Okay.
You feel like everything she said is true. She's just not said the actual like other details, but you're too drunk to think there might be something more right now. But you do believe every single word she's saying because it is true.
Okay, so she's holding her face and she's gonna like rub her thumbs against her cheek really quickly and like wipe away any tears that are there. And she goes, I do not like seeing my little mouse cry.
And she like kind of like wipes off her face a bit more.
I don't like seeing you cry, but I don't like seeing you force a smile when you don't feel one either. So if you need to cry, I'm right here for you. I got big shoulders. They're good to cry in.
Very, yes.
Yes. Now, do you want me to give you a hug or do you want space?
I'll take a hug.
Okay. And then she's gonna pull her into a big bear hug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's so tiny.
You kind of like
it's like the type of
you're like
hug.
you're like
Layla
it's
holds
like
her head too,
mhm.
like fully engulfed. And as she's holding her, Layla's gonna go, because she's drunk, she's gonna say it. She's gonna go, you are incredibly precious. And anything that may hurt you, I will make sure to give a horrible, vicious, bad death that makes big men cry. Squeal like baby.
You know, and she's not like sobbing or like she's just like calmly kind of crying, of like, and she says, you know, before I left, my brother actually said something to me that I really gave him crap for, but I think in retrospect it's pretty true. Family always returns, and that's what family is. It's just the people you return to. So you're always free to return to me if you want. And I'll do the same for you.
I don't think I will leave anytime soon.
Oh!
And I had a brother too. But I think in this case, I'm assuming you're the one to leave.
Yeah.
In mine.
He was going to leave too. He was just trying to convince me to come along with him.
And would you have gone?
I said I'd visit. Maybe. But I think I would have. I'm starting to imitate your accent.
Yeah. Irish, you can do it. Come on. Oi.
Tell me about him. What was his name?
His name was Oakley. But we called him Oak. And he was really close to me in age. We took on a lot of the tasks about the house because Mam was always in the village doing carpentry jobs, and Dad was always working had orchard, the garden, and the farm. Of course, couldn't decide on one. So we would help around, and my older siblings had already gone down to the village and gotten married or started having kids, and it was Oak and me and taking care of all my younger siblings and then some of my nieces and nephews too. And Oak had decided to come to Innswood to join the army, just for a year, maybe 2, just to get some training so that he'd be able to defend home easier. And I told him he was trying to play soldier, and just trying to get himself hurt or killed, or just I said a lot of hurtful things to him, and he told me off in equal measure of I was being a coward and I was the one who was thinking that there was a hurricane waiting outside of the island for anyone who wanted to leave, or waiting for disaster to strike at any opportunity, and looking and say, "Oh, I was right," and I wasn't. I was just didn't want to be left alone with all the criticisms my mom would give me if I did.
That's understandable. But I think there's a grain of truth in both of what you two said. But I think we all have a bit of choice in where we go, what we do, and what destinies lie ahead of us. And I think your brother chose his. And I think you are in the midst of choosing yours. And I have a saying back home with mine, is that no matter what, follow your feet. Because they will lead you back home, or they will lead you back to where you need to be. And I think you are following yours. I know my brother followed his. It's what I told him before he left. And we didn't have argument that he was supposed to go, that where I was the moon, he was the sun. And it was his destiny to go off and do something great. But the last thing I said to him when he went, was to follow his feet, because I wanted him to come back to me. And I regret it because he came back, but not the way he left. I held him as he died, and sometimes I wonder if his and my life would have been different if he had decided to stay and I had decided to leave. But we cannot change the past. We simply must move on and continue walking. It's what's gotten me through things. And I think after living as long as I have, death and life, it all blurs together.
Yeah.
But what's important is that you find people that feel like home. And I think you might have found that.
Yeah, I think I have.
You hear someone knocking on the door. Sorry, excuse me, I really need to piss.
Yes.
Oh. Sorry. I think someone needs to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm literally desperate, guys. Can you please just
start
Where's
hitting
Tommy?
to the
Yes. Oh, look. Oh, my feet are moving so fast. Wow. Oh. Oh. I think this is the first time Layla has actually joked in her life. but before she walks away, she's gonna like push. I'm about to say Faewild. Wow. She's gonna put Rosalind.
The Irish lady.
I know. Wow. I have a type apparently. But she's gonna push her away and just double check that everything's good. And when she sees that it's good, she's gonna give it a little nod, and then she's gonna walk out and unlock the door and let the pissing person in.
Oh my god! Thank you so much.
Little piss boy.
A little piss baby.
That's not funny, guys. So the rest, all of you meet again by the table at the tavern. As you can see, the girl that you met in the bathroom, Rosalind, talking to Sasha, and you can see Sasha is just fuming, and you can see like her trying to explain stuff, and you can see just like mouthing and like things are happening as the two twins are getting up on stage.
Uh-oh.
Layla has her hand on the small of Rosalind's back, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Okay. The four of you again meet at the table. Your food is still there. Everything looks good. You have a new drink on your table, Rosalind.
Am I still holding Cass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys see this snake.
Juno just let it happen. He'll be looking up like, oh
keep
good, they're
him?
gonna go on. Can't wait
Beaver
for this.
is still explaining musical terms to the snake.
Can we keep him?
Can Layla talk to it?
Oh.
It's not mine. And he kind of looks to Juno.
Oh,
Be sure.
yes. That's my familiar, Duchess Cassiopeia, Lilinoth, Waddington, Hycaria the Eighth, or Cassie.
I love her. Oh.
Can I? Well, okay, wait. Where's my thing? Because I have a thing for this.
Fever?
Lady.
Does Fever see like anything that's going on with like Sasha and the twins? What's going on?
Yeah,
there?
you saw like Sasha is talking to the girl, just a girl. You don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Rosalind knows the girl she talked to in the bathroom, as the twins are getting ready on stage, and she's just trying to like figure things out. She's just listening and stuff. You see, so she's fuming.
He's keeping an eye on whatever's going on because he's keeping an eye on the twins. He's like, I don't want to fucking talk to these guys anymore.
What do you want to check, Myth?
Well, I have oh shit. Where's my thing? There it is. Just speak with animals. I just wanted to talk to her.
No, she's not an animal, but I can tell you what she says.
Ah.
I can speak to her.
Dang
You've gone ghost again,
She's a
my
thing.
love.
I think Rosalind, when she gets to the table, is like sees like the stuff happening, and she's like, okay, we should start packing up our food because stuff's about to hit the fan.
Oh.
You know, but
I love when things
I think if we can avoid it, we should try and probably start heading towards the ship. It's getting a bit late.
What time is it?
Like 9 p.m.
Oh.
It got till midnight.
I was hearing like the bells before, and
Yeah.
I was like counting them, and I was like 2.
No. That's just like automatic.
Okay.
Like I just put the town. I just put the
It's
town
just
sound.
random town noises.
Yeah, just random town noises a bit. I don't have time to count the bells. I'm DMing. What is
Fever's-
this?
Bells.
This is a fucking.
Fever's like, well, we need like boxes. And like, he looks at Sasha, he's like, she seems a little busy. We'll be fine. It's fine. He's so preoccupied with the snake.
Cassie's
This
just, like,
snake.
giving little snake blips. Seems to be listening avidly to Fever.
I love her. I'm teaching her about, 7th and 12th chords. They're really interesting. They're technically kind of like the same thing. It's a whole thing. Do I remember enough music theory to have music facts?
I was
Really
waiting for you to talk
Okay,
about the
question.
circle of fifths.
Oh God, I
I
took
like
musical
your funny
theater music
words,
theory.
Benjamin.
I took musical theater music theory, and they were like, "Can you sight read? Get out!" So that was pretty much it. But he's like,
Honey, top set music theory, bitch.
"Oh, teach me your ways." But he's actually pulled out one of his compositions and is showing her. He's like, "I used him here," and it kind of gives that kind of like, and he's talking about like different modes and stuff that he's implemented. He's going. He's going.
through it.
He is info dumping.
So as this is happening, and the two twins are getting ready, you see Sasha the ones who are looking, she kind of like smirks a bit as you see. You definitely sense this, Juno. You see the like some sort of like arcana energy coming like through her hand. There's
Queen.
just something like
Can I tell
twisting.
what it is?
Make an arcana check for me, please.
Can I order another drink?
Oh my god!
Go, Layla, go.
We are not strong enough to carry her should she pass out.
Oh, she won't.
It's a natural 20. I rolled on the yeet
Okay.
oof dice and it said yeet and I didn't know what yeet meant and I looked at this I'm like, ooh,
Yeet!
oof is probably the one. So yeet is
That
it's a
20.
20.
My dice. This is oh god, I had it at the tip of my tongue. I'm just gonna explain what it does. It's literally oh my god, it went away from me. But I'm gonna tell you right now. So you can you sense the magic and you see up by like the balusters, like right above the two twins. You see the wood just start to like thin a bit just in the middle as you see some sawdust just going down as it looked like she is manipulating the middle of the wood and you're thinking that she's gonna make it break and make it fall.
Could you know, just from where he is, catch eye contact with her, just for a moment.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so she just like, and she catches eye contact with Juno.
He like lifts a brow and his own hand has like a little bit of green arcana energy flickering about it.
And she gives a little
He just continues. Juno's holding Ray of Sickness.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So she sends you message. She sends message to you, Juno,
Okay.
as you hear in her voice. Let's start right after they introduce themselves
Crying,
and use
screaming,
the first
throwing up.
song.
Literally!
And then at the count of 3, let's do it.
He just smiles like really wide, like he's got like a big mischievous smile. And he doesn't respond. He just like gives a little nod as he turns and like gets comfortable to watch the show. Ooh, you wackus bunkus.
You wackus
Naughty wackus bunkus.
As everything's getting ready and you can like hear them like and one of them then starts just because I love fucking the prestidigitation, they cast prestidigitation on themselves as they make their voice loud and booming. Sorry, I was gonna do the wrong. There we go. Loud and booming as they're like, ladies and gentlemen, it is so nice to see every single one of you here today. We have been waiting so long to perform here at this bar. Already have a fan. Woo! Either way, we are here to perform one of our many, many, many famous songs from all the travels and all the heroes that we have met in our
Who are
lifetime.
these guys?
Well, you'll get to know us soon, Missy. Either way, we are Artie and Archie, and we are here to perform first song ever, Sunset Boulevard. As as they start playing, and you hear in your mind again, 3, 2, now. As she starts, as you can see, like the boulder above them as they try to hit like the first chord just falls almost where they were. Like, oh, someone needs to look at that. That's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all.
Juno
either way,
is using its sorcery points as many as he needs to make a twin spell, so we can cast Ray of Sickness on both of them, and it's gonna be a con
Okay.
save 15 from both of them.
I'm begging one of them to themselves.
Please, please, come on.
one of
wanna
them
see
got
who prepares the
exactly
stage.
15. The other one got a 13.
Okay.
So one of them, which one do you want for it to hit?
The one that talked the most. The one that
Yeah,
had the most to say.
the redheaded one. As he's like, well,
Archie.
and you could just see his face turn green as you hear Archie like, brother, huh, it's not the time. It's not the time to. As he just starts throwing up like violently on stage, and you just hear people like, ooh, ah,
After that goes on for a couple seconds, Fever's gonna get up. He's gonna saunter over, and he's gonna to the one that's not throwing up. He's gonna go,
Archie.
yeah, he's gonna. Oh dear. Oh, after a performance like this, it's gonna be hard to get gigs. Don't worry, I'll put a word in for you, seeing as I found my voice and all.
Oh!
Oh, you look shit. He goes and like towards you.
Oh,
he's not the
Layla's
one
coming up.
shitting.
Layla's coming up. And can I roll intimidation behind Fever?
Scary dog privilege, scary dog
She's a drunk, scary dog too.
Make a disadvantage because you are drunk.
Okay.
Oh god. She's still big as shit.
I know, but she's very drunk.
Damn.
So what is 9 plus 6? 15.
15.
Okay, so 15.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you like, oh, so you can't even stand up for yourself without having your friends trying to back you up.
Fever's gonna lean in. He's gonna put his hand on the back of his neck. He's gonna lean in. That's only one of them. And we're not. And you can only do gigs with your brother. I'd fix that semitone before you speak to me. And he's gonna pat him on the cheek and go, now, if you ever need any help, especially with tuning that hunk of wood you call a lute, but you know where to find me. And I would keep my name out of your goddamn mouth, Artie.
Do you want to try Vicious Mockery?
Yes. Hold on.
Get it, bestie. Go. Go, bestie. Go.
I forgot how to. It's been so long since I've cast a spell. I forgot how to do it.
What are you talking about? You were so good in the previous fight, the last
You were,
episode.
like,
I
fighting the whole
know. You were
episode
the star
last time.
medical.
You
Had
literally
one hand
saved
behind your
everyone.
back.
Like, you kept us all alive.
That's
Did you roll a d20, by the way? I'm sorry.
No, it's
with
a
this-
wisdom. It's a
No,
wisdom
it's-
saving throw.
Sorry, I forget that eye contact doesn't work on the webcam. Do you know? Did you roll a d20 because you've cast sorcery?
Yeah, I will roll it now. Oop, we're good.
It's a DC of 12.
We're good. Okay, DC of 12. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he fails.
One brother puking, the other one pain.
The highs and lows of high school football.
The highs and lows of fucking with fever pitch now that he has a friend.
Man's got a posse.
Power of friendship,
You've got a
bitch.
gang.
Yeah.
You seen My Little Pony? You ain't seen nothing yet.
That's 3 points of damage.
There's 3 points of damage. Yeah, he feels it as he just carries his brother off stage with like Hugh like following after him. As Sasha goes upstairs, like up to the stage. I am so sorry, guys, for all of this. Well, it was quite the performance. It was a very memorable one, if I'm gonna say that at least. We do have someone else here that did, of course, perform earlier today. But if you want to do an encore again, Mr. Fever Pitch, we wouldn't mind at all.
He's gonna give her a little nod. He's gonna give a little nod to her. Of course, he's gonna jump up on the stage.
She go like, let me just, and she
Oh,
casts
yeah.
like spells to like clean up and like cast
Yeah,
like mending
It's a
and
little
you know
mending
gets
in there.
everything.
Juna helps a little.
Yeah,
little mending
This one is
cantrip.
dedicated. This is one is dedicated to our dear Archie and Archie. Take a little look at the boys back there. Thanks so much, lads, for setting up the stage for me and getting people ready. Let's give them a hand, everybody. Without them, might have never
Everyone's
learned the
applauding.
importance of my voice and the importance of being on pitch. Let's take it away.
Oh.
While you're performing, can you please make a perception check for me, Fever?
Oh dear. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't know whose voice that's supposed to be. You know.
Oh, no, him.
I suddenly cannot
That is a 15 plus 4, 19.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So as you're performing and you're like the entire audience is
Hold on,
with you.
Discord is glitched for me. I can't hear anything.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, are you back? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So at 19, so as you're performing your little heart out, your eyes start to just wander up because you also, you've learned to perform to the cheap sheets as well. But as your eyes wander up, you see a silhouette of someone in the dark, and you sense them watching you. And at the end of your song, you see them applaud. And you don't see who it is, but you see them applaud, and there is a familiar feeling, a connection, as they suddenly go back into the shadows.
Bestie.
I'm sorry.
Bestie, what?
What?
Daddy? Sorry. Daddy?
Shut up.
Daddy?
Fuck?
Sorry.
Fuck?
We don't know yet. I don't know yet. Fever doesn't know yet. Does he clocks that and like he sees them go back in the shadows? Does it seem like they're gone or just like he can't see them?
That seems like they're gone.
Damn. Are these like seats that have been paid for and like reserved since they're like up higher or okay? Ooh. Would Sasha know who's reserved things up there? Can I ask her?
You have to ask her. Yeah, after you go down and then
As soon as he finishes his set, he is booking. He's like, "Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a great day." He's booking it. Just a speed walk, walking with purpose.
That was lovely, honey. I haven't done all the drinks, like, tips yet, but I'll get to your table as soon as possible.
Oh, no, that's not what it is. Thank you so much. And he's gonna hand her. Hold on, how much gold do I have? I'm not gonna give her everything, but he's gonna hand her.
wallet.
Y'all yelled at me last time for trying to tip a child not to have trauma.
I have 330 gold pieces. I think I can spare some.
Okay.
Where did you get
Money
all
bag.
Famous change.
And you let Layla buy the first round.
Y'all, am I the one that's poor?
I forgot.
What? Where'd y'all get this money?
How much money do you have?
Me?
No. But how much money does Juno have?
I have like starting gold. I wasn't given anything. I just have a normal amount.
Where did Sarah and I did something. I did something with Sarah that I got money from. I can't remember what it was.
No, but also there's a reason why you have all this money.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm hanging out my starting
Yeah.
gold.
Daddy? Sorry.
Yeah.
Daddy?
Sorry.
Well. Daddy, I'm sorry. Excuse me, Dad. Sorry. Anyway, he is going. Oh God, Discord. Can I have my rights? Discord, my rights. I would like to see.
Hello, we're right here. We're right here waiting for you. We never left.
The entire. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but
We can. We can.
It's like I can still hear his voice.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
we
back.
did the
I'm
entire
back.
time.
Anyway, he's gonna pull out like 5 gold pieces and like press that into her hand. You have been such a help and so wonderful.
Hey, sweetie.
And I was just wondering if you know who reserved seats up there, and he's gonna point directly where he saw the person.
Oh, it's a friend of the owner. I never know his name, but he suddenly, comes in here, tries to find new talent, stuff like that.
Huh. Interesting. Is the owner here by any chance? Could I speak to him?
He's up in his office, sweetie. He's not going to be able to talk to anyone, no matter how talented you are. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And he doesn't really like to share his friends, names. They like to be quite anonymous. You know how rich people are.
Simon Cowell. It's Simon Cowell.
Yeah, I get it.
Producer man.
I just think we and he's looking up at the balcony again. I just think we might already share one. But thank you so much. Thank you. And he's gonna turn around. He's like thinking so many thoughts, head very, very full, and he's on his way back to the table.
And Gino have tried to get them dancing during this while Fever stopped?
Absolutely.
And he have tried to get like Layla and Rosalind dancing? Could he have tried
Make
to
a
promote
performance check. Make a performance check,
what?
my love.
Layla's gone. You'll do it.
Yes.
You'll do it, babe.
Join me. Oh no, now he's just like, let's go. It's just like, you know what? Let's go on the floor. Just like slightly
Can I
away
make
from
the
the table.
performance check?
Yeah,
Kingdom
performance.
Join me.
dance.
Please
I would
join
like
me.
to make a performance check.
Performance, you say?
Performance. What did you get?
I don't know. What?
Stop. Oh my god, dude. What
Layla,
are you doing on the
you are
floor?
Oh, it's +3, so I get 4.
Oh, no, it's you are the
22.
drunk. You're doing a drunk white girl dance on the dance floor, and it's not even fun.
Oh.
It's not even memeable.
Oh, sweetie. Oh no. Oh, honey.
Get it.
Oh.
Get it!
Oh.
Get it, I
Get
guess.
it,
Show me your
Get
moves.
it,
Show
I
him your
guess.
moves.
Bestie.
Ooh,
Oh.
you get it, I guess.
Anyway.
She's not actually dancing, she's doing fighting forms, but like in a non-fluid
bad.
movement.
It's so bad. What did you get, Rosalind?
Nat 20.
You're a fucking ballerina.
Oh my god, we're
Like,
driving.
Technically a
We're going.
21.
You are incredible. You are floating on air.
Queen.
No one, like, it is insane. You're doing triple pirouettes like it's nothing. Art,
22.
you're doing quadruple pirouettes like it's nothing.
Rosalind are just going.
You and Rosalind
got,
are
like,
doing a
kicking it.
show. Do you want to try as well, Juno? No, not Juno. Sorry, Fever.
You just come back and see this.
You know that?
No,
Oh, yeah.
Fever's gone right to the table, has pulled out his stationery again, is writing, and you see like over his shoulder, dear patron of mine, and he's writing. He goes, I think I'm getting closer, and I think you're letting me get a little closer. And he's he's like, I'll be seeing you, and he signs it, yours, Fever Pitch, and tucks it in his pocket, and leans back in his chair and watches his friends dance.
And I think this is
quietly content.
And I think this is a perfect moment to end tonight's episode on
Yeah.
this incredible vibe. Oh, this was so much fun,
This
guys.
is so much. So many layers. Look at us dancing our way out of screen.
So many.
Look at
Oh
us
my
fade to
goodness.
black, but we're dancing.
Hey, so much
Yeah.
happened. Emotional whiplash,
It
guys.
pans out.
The
Pans
fade,
out.
we're just
It's gorgeous.
Everybody
It's
got a
gorgeous
little
in every
emotional
way.
moment.
Exactly.
From
So
the
thank
Lord
you
drop.
so much, everyone, for watching this episode. The next Mortal Reverie episode is in 2 weeks' time. On Saturday, this coming Saturday, it's the Waywards. Is there any more Paragon this Wednesday, or is it next
not
Wednesday?
this Wednesday. No, nothing this Wednesday.
No,
This is a break
nothing
Wednesday.
this Wednesday, Break Wednesday, and then Breakdance Wednesday. And then next Wednesday after that, it is Paragon, of course. And please just follow us on social media to get all of the information about scheduling there, as we do post stuff there. When is Frankenpunk?
There's Frankenpunk is this Friday.
This Friday. There's a new
Yeah.
Frankenpunk this Friday. Absolutely.
The schedule
That's
should
gonna be
up on
very,
the
very
Instagram.
exciting.
Deep baby.
The schedule will be up on the Instagram by Monday.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
for the month.
absolutely. So this will be
So happy
a
to
lot
be
of fun. I'm so happy to be here too. So please be here. Join our Discord to get, to scream with us, cry with us, and share your incredible thoughts and writing and art, and just hang with us. And we'll see you again in 2 weeks' time with the Mortal Reverie, hopefully with an entire cast and crew. Bye!
Bye.
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.